Right, I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. Happy weekend. I hope everyone's having an amazing weekend of amazing moments. And let me just get things set up here. Just wanted to grab another deck here. So, all right, and there's YouTube saying that we're live. Perfect timing. So, hello, everybody. Before we get into everything, let us send some wonderful love out to the world because we know it can definitely use it. And we can too. We'll bring love into these moments. We'll start off by coming back to this moment, out of the future, out of the past, to this moment by taking some big, deep breaths in through our nose or mouth. We'll hold it for a moment as long as it feels comfortable, and then release through the nose or mouth, whichever you prefer. So big, deep breath in. Beautiful. Do as many of those as it takes to come back to the moment. Then we'll use the singing bowl here to, raise our love vibration. Just imagine a beautiful waterfall of unconditional love energy flow into us, fill us up, and flow out to the world. It fills us up first, though. So our heart, our mind, our body, our lives. And then you can just imagine it flowing out to, if you have someone in need, a loved one, to see it surround them and do what it needs to do there. And then if you want to join me in sending love out to the world, in specifically flooding every area of authority, from the smallest village to the biggest nation, whatever it may be, that this unconditional love energy just floods it, bright light, that whoever is in those positions or running for those positions, because there's a lot of elections across the world, that if they aren't willing to raise their love vibration, that, of course, them being lower vibration, they can't stand to try to be in that truth be shown, that they'll be moved out of that position however their soul feels fit, and opens it up for authority and leaders that have higher vibration love, unconditional love, and service to humanity and for the collective. So I know that's a lot, but you know what I'm saying. All right, so let's start here. We'll hit it 3 times. So here we go. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me and doing that. I can feel your energy, so woohoo. got little hairs standing up on my body. So thank you guys for that. So wonderful, wonderful. And welcome everyone. Shout out to I got YouTube channel members here. Daisy, hello, hello, and Vidi, Jalan, and hey Anna, hello, hello. Oh my stars. Oh, oh, wow, I love that. Wow, thank you so much for sharing that, Anna. I really appreciate that. Makes me I don't know, our ego, our human side, can always use a little bit of reinforcement. So I love hearing the confirmation of reading. So thank you for that. I love that. Boom. Hey Infinity. Hello, hello. Good to see you as well. Oh, thank you for your donation, Anna. I appreciate that. It just came through. Beautiful. If you are new to this channel or new to these readings, welcome, welcome. We got a great group of people with huge hearts, great senses of humor, which is always needed in this life and in this channel. So, welcome, welcome. How the readings work. Hey, shout out to another of my YouTube channel members, Sean G. Welcome, welcome. Um, so the free readings, I just go down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is it. You just put your question up there, and we pull cards for that. Usually, free readings is 1 to 2 cards. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can ask for a general reading. We'll pull cards and see what spirit has for you. And then we've got let's see what else I was going to say about that. No, but if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, and I step outside of the free readings. I prioritize those, and I dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards for that as well. And you can make a donation by using the super chat down below or in the description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. And whatever donation you feel you can give from your heart is the perfect amount. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country, rate of exchange, and all that stuff. Cost of living is different all over the world. So I don't look at the dollar amounts. I know you're given from your heart, and that's perfect. What else was I going to say here? So I prioritize those and dive deeper, and then any of my YouTube channel members, which you'll see their names in green with their little badges, they get second priority, and then I get into the free readings after that. If you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, I have 2 levels. One is the Zen Cricket, $2.99 a month, which gives you, like I said, advanced on here. And I'm actually, if I don't get through all the readings, I will come back on to finish all donations and all YouTube channel members. And on Sundays, any free readings that I don't get to on Sunday mornings, I do come back in the afternoon and do those. If I don't get through all the free readings on Fridays and Saturdays, I try to do my best, but I don't come back on for those anymore. I used to. But after I got the plague in August, Spirit really had a nice, gentle discussion about balance with me. So the compromise was that, I would have, excuse me. Well, I've got some dental wax on a molar back here that my cap came off. So sorry, I'm spitting out some wax. But I forget what I was saying, but for the Zen Cricket, I will, and for the Praying Mantis levels, I will come back on later here as well. So for $2.99 a month, you can get the Zen Cricket, which gives you that. On Wednesdays, we have a 2-hour session for my YouTube channel members. So you have access to that. We pull oracle cards, tarot, past life readings, whatever we want to do. It's a smaller group, so you can ask as many questions as you want. And then my Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month, and you get access to everything the Zen Cricket does. And then also 2 more hours on Thursday. And then after my Friday and Saturday night, we have an hour. And after my Sunday, in the afternoon, I have an hour with my Praying Mantis members. So if you're interested in that, all that is in the description box down below. All right. I think that is it there. All right, very good, Anna. So, thank you. I will use that Cash App payment, not payment, but donation there, um, in a donation here. So I do have some, so we'll get into those in here in a second. Just want to let you know, this is the tarot deck we're going to be using today, Tarot of the Divine. It's a beautiful deck. Put this over here out of the way without hitting the camera too much. All right. So let's get into this. So up first we have Eagle. And then we've got the quadruple donation from Nova. Hey, Nova. And then Swaroot Bobby, we will go to you. And then Anna, you'll be up after that. And that's it for the donation so far. All right, so let's give these a shuffle and let's get into it. All right. So, Eagle, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. Anyone want to know, is PM distancing himself from you? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know here. Are they distancing themselves from you? And of course, we'll get to a little Snoopy too. And if they are, what else does Spirit want you to know here? It does appear that they are distancing themselves in general. And we'll take a look here so far. We got the 9 of coins, the 9 of pentacles. 9 is the hermit's number in the major arcana. And pentacles is the outside world. And here they are with Spirit. So there is this, alone kind of hermiting type of energy. But I don't feel so far that it's you specifically. I feel like they're just distancing themselves in life. And we'll see what these other cards are here, coming in here. We've got the Queen of Wands coming in, which is a very fiery energy. Let's see what else we have here. Get some clarity around this. Yeah, so they're conflicted. They've got the 5 of Swords and the Page of Coins coming out together. Swords are like our thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, etc. And there is this battling going on between their head and their heart. And the Page of Coins is, both a combo of looking for a new opportunity, but they're also on this journey of looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And this is where this conflict comes in, because their heart wants to define themselves by who they really are, their higher selves, but their mind is trying to define themselves by all the stuff in the outside world that they were told is supposed to define them. And so they've got that little bit of shaking and rattling going on. It does look here too with the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight out of them all, and the 8 of Cups. Whenever you get a combo like this, the Knight of Pentacles is like this energy of slowness, right? Of things going at snail pace, but it gives us an opportunity to work on things within ourselves to raise our love vibration. And that's what's going on with this 8 of Cups. They're really evaluating where they're investing their emotional energy in their life. Part of it is the emotions they have suppressed and pushed down that have been bubbling around in the, subconscious world, in the cellar of their heart, where their inner child has been, battling, trying to bring up, going, hey, can you take these charged emotions away from me? I've been carrying them since childhood. And so there's a lot of energy that's invested to suppress those that they're working on during this alone time. And also they're evaluating relationships with family, friends, lovers, whoever, where, they're looking at these relationships where they give so much and get so little back as well. So it's a big evaluation of emotional energy where they're investing it with this. And yeah, and they have this, the Ace of Cups is the self-love. They're trying to discover, and they're being nudged to turn inward and upward to be filled from the inside out. And the 7 of Wands is this, it's like the sun, which is behind it over here. It's like it doesn't ask permission to shine. It doesn't want to dim its light for anyone. And so it feels like they are on this you know, internal journey of trying to discover, who am I and how do I define myself? And so there is this shaking and rattling, I feel, that's going on in their lives, where they're trying to decide what it is they want out of life, like the higher truth of what they want, who they think they are, who they want to be with, who they want to surround themselves with, just evaluating everything. So it's not zeroed in exactly at you, but I can understand where you're feeling that distancing, because they are going into their cave for all of this, um, to be able to, get some answers and get some clarity. So hopefully that helps, Eagle. That's what's going on there, though. And this is energy that's going on right now. Ever since, I mean, really, the last 7, 8 weeks is when we started to feel it, and it was this last Pisces super full moon lunar eclipse. That's a mouthful, but Pisces turns us inward to evaluate things. And then next week we have the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which is all about relationships and balancing. So, and that'll impact us for about, you know, 4 to 6 weeks afterwards. So you're going to be seeing some changes in their life as they balance things out and really figure stuff out. But, it's the energy is ripe for this with the eclipses and the equinox season of fall and spring happening. There's a lot of this, release of stuff. So, but it's not you that it's everything that they're, kind of distancing themselves to see, like a higher point of view on things, if that makes sense. Right. So that's what they got coming in for you, Eagle. Thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. And then Supernova, hello, hello. So thank you for your first donation, thumbs up sticker. And let's take a look here. So that is question number 1. We'll take a look. And what do you need to know right now from the one and only spirit guides? I love that. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Are they going to take you to Oracle today? I'm getting drawn here over to these Journey of Love Oracle. So let's take a look here and see what they have here for your first question here. So that one up. Let me just shuffle these up. I didn't shuffle these yet. All right. There it is. All righty. So you have got the Lovers card, which is also our power of emotional choice when you're looking at that in the major arcana. But let's see what message comes through here. I like it. It says, yes, it's love. It drives you forward and pulls you back to your heart. It makes the mind mad with misunderstanding and breaks it open into enlightened compassion. It is love. Your yearning heart shall have it. Your destiny is to be the lover of the beloved. This oracle brings a message of love, love, love. It is finding you now, and be open to it in all its forms. Be the god and goddess of love and paint the town red. Play in passionate embrace with life as your lover, and prepare to receive even more than what you believe you're capable of handling. Wow. And there's a little, I guess this is a poem. It says, love is a magic word that holds the universe together. This can be like lyrics to a song, right? It is both an emotion and something ephemeral that lives like a fire's glow, or the pink light on the clouds after the sun has set. It is alive and yet indefinable. It causes the heart to beat more rapidly, feelings to show, and young people to write, sing, and dance and become totally immersed in its hold. Love can beckon coyly or flaunt itself with wanton abandon. Love can live and grow seemingly forever or vanish in a fleeting moment when we least suspect. And in the twilight of our years, reflecting on the life we have lived, it is love which colors every turn and twist of our memory. And when we pass from this earthly plane, it will be love that will light our soul on its journey home. Wow. I love that. Of course, they're waxing, you know, poetic for you because that's you know, it's very artistry. So I like that. Card 57. Just that love, love, love is, um, and life is your lover, and you know, embracing love in all its many forms that it comes to you, and that it is coming to you in many ways where you won't even, recognize it. I also have some new Akashic Truth Oracle cards that I'm going to give here, and I didn't give one to Eagle. So sorry, Eagle. I don't know if you'll listen this far if I did one for you. So, but I'm gonna try to do one for each donation reading here. All right. So what is this one? Yep. Honor yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. I love it. Yes, I can imagine like poetry. It's like right in your wheelhouse, as they say. So that's what they want you to know for the first one. Love, love, love is the answer to every question, and it's available in so many different ways. We just whatever we look for, we'll find. And so if you can look for that, then you'll find that, right? All right, so that's what they have for number one. And then number two, you have the on-set chair. So thank you for your additional donation and more messages from spirit guides. Let's see here. Do they have? Yeah, they love storytelling with you. Of course, that's what your songs are, right? We've got the enchanted map. So let's take a look here and see what they want you to know here from the enchanted map oracle. All right. And you've got talisman number 49. And let's see what they have here. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. So, wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune does await you, for you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned your right to your success. I like to read the reversals of these as well, which says that this talisman card can warn that you must be aware of the repetitive patterns in your life. Sometimes the things you feel most familiar or that feel most familiar carry with them reminders of what you don't want to experience again. Yet here you are, faced with an important choice. You can move forward cautiously, or you can look for another path that will take you in a new direction. Consider this: if you feel you've fallen down a hole a few times, why wouldn't you walk around it this time? If you know where the hole lies, Treasure that wisdom. Although the universe is unlimited, every individual path has some limitations. Accepting that not all avenues are available to you at this time is a powerful realization. And that said, you don't have to retrace your footsteps either. No matter what, you're on this path to gain greater wisdom, regardless of the choice you make. This is a time to ask others who have been here before for advice and assistance. Their wisdom will awaken your own. So I love that. That's perfect, and this is what you do is you ask spirit, you know, um, for guidance and for clarity. And when you're unsure, it's all about communication with the spirit realm, right? And avoiding that hole. Yeah, you're picking up what they're putting down. I know, right? So I love that. Let's see what their other little message here is with these Akashic record oracle here. Yeah, we got authenticity with the peacock, which says, be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. So break away from expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. So here's that success being mentioned again as well. So I like that. And then this card also came out, so I'm going to give it to you too. I was going to save it, but they're like, nope, this is also for this one. So find the lesson. Something has happened and it stopped you in your tracks. And in reality, it was simply teaching you where you needed to grow. There's no such thing as failure. So pick yourself up, learn from it, and keep going. I like that. Very, very, both of those cards with that other card, very perfect for that. So I like it. Right. And that is for your number 3. I don't see number 4 yet on here. So if you have your number 4 question, make sure to pop that in here because we'll be going to that next. But for number 3, for the Purple Heart, thanks. Thank you for your additional donation. I appreciate that. We will go to messages from Kurt. Now we know Kurt, he's usually the one that's all about the the oracle, right? He likes the storytelling as well. All right, so we have the Oracle of the 7 Energies for him. Let's see what he has here for you. All right, not yet. He said he'll make it very obvious. I was like, was that it? And they're like, no. I won't be subtle because Kurt isn't subtle. Yeah, look at it. So you got Seeing Beyond here. Beautiful card. And card number 36. And this is from the section on light, which is all about intuition, vision, imagination, knowing, perception, and mental states. So the key energy coming through for this card is vision, the capacity to imagine something, to look beyond the material, beyond the obvious, the realm of the transpersonal. This is options and possibilities, getting out of your own way and discarding your projected outcomes. Wow, powerful. So it says, do you consider things only within the framework of what you already know? Or can you allow yourself to see beyond into the vastness of potential? Ooh. We are all gifted with the magical ability of imagination. And when we are open to it, we become a conduit for divine vision greater than our own. There are 2 ways to view the world and co-create with it. One is from a face value perspective. What you see is what you get. The second is allowing your imagination to see beyond what something is right now and move into a place that doesn't yet exist in the material world. In this cosmic playground of possibilities, you see into a future where anything you imagine has the potential to become real. If you use your imagination faithfully and consciously, avoiding the traps of fearful projection and drama, you can connect to any reality you truly want to experience. When you open yourself even further, you're often gifted with a divine vision. And as a practice, you can reimagine that vision over and over to strengthen it. As you channel these visions through you, you become a superconductor for the world. Today, know that your vision, what you imagined forming in the invisible, will be delivered into the material world. Don't worry about the timing of things, that's in the hands of the universe. Your job is to continue to imagine. Take a few steps forward, then imagine some more. The universe's job is to make it real. What a fabulous partnership. I love that. So this is like them, saying, Kurt saying, and they're your partners in crime, as you'd say, but they're very much encouraging you to focus on your imagination, allow your creativity flow. Don't worry about the how and the when. That's up to creator, but let that creativity and the imagination flow. And I started hearing the song Imagine. Um, there's so many things about imagination when it comes to music and creativity, but there's several things about imagine, and maybe that's a song that you recognize that has that in there too. Let's see here, and then the Akashic. Let's see here. Yeah, strategy and planning. Talking about the same kind of subject. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now's the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. So I like that co-create with them and ask them and make your plans and then ask them and then make plans and then ask them and then make plans and adjust how you go with that. So I love that. Curdy pie. And he understands, that it was so important not to get caught up. That's why, he had business partners and agents and different things that managed the outside stuff because he really wanted to focus on a lot of the creation and imagination. So in the meantime, they can be your agent, they're your partner, and figuring out the how and the when. Just spend a lot of your energy on imagination and creation. So I love that. I know, right? I love that. And you've been making plans and thinking about plans. That's amazing. I just love it. And then number 4, we have that little, I can't see what it is there, but thank you for your 4th donation there. And I saw you put that down here. What different perspectives or insights do Spirit and Kurt want to share? Oh, right. Let's see here. Do they have any other? Yeah. I tell you, they are all about the Oracle with you. And they have Angels and Ancestors Oracle. All right. So let's see what we have here. Hey, Johanna. Whoop, whoop. Hello. Shout out to another one of my YouTube channel members. Good to see you. Happy Saturday on the other side of the planet. All right. All right. Yeah. See beyond the current situation. And you got the seer. She who sees into the future. Got your gypsy energy coming in. Let's see what she has here for you. So look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Like we started off with your first question. They're like, focus on love and expressing that to the world, right? Most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or tribe. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Their energy isn't about predicting your future for you, but about showing you how your intentions are creating it. A true seer will help you see that your intentions can change. Therefore, so can your future. The message of this card is to let the clairvoyant within you rise up so that you can see the way forward yourself with your spiritual eyes, right? Yeah. And then the extended message that comes with the card says, clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You are moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. I know, right? They are not subtle with you, are they? Which is good. I appreciate they're not subtle with me either. I'm like, don't beat around the bush, just blah. I'm like, okay, thank you. All right. And then let's see what your other Akashic card is here. Yeah, consider the options. Says you've narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. It's all the same. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible result. So it's kind of like a surrender outcome, surrender the supposed to be, the should be. Focus on love, creating, imagination, make plans, but let them be such a big piece of your, like, let them be your agent, right? Your co-creator, your business partner. You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. You guys figure that out and show me and tell me what I can do. Thank you. I'm going back to journaling, creating songs, working on me, getting my physical health, my mental health, my emotional health, my spiritual energy, everything to its highest. And let's go. So I like that. Oh my God. So I love that for you, Supernova. So thank you again for all your donations. I'm excited for your journey. I know. What the hell? But it's beautiful. They definitely speak very clearly to you. All right. So many blessings, my friend. Much love. I'm excited for your journey. All right. And then we have here, let me just make sure. Yep. So we got Swaroop Bobby. Then we've got Anna. And then let's see here. And then Maria. Hello, Maria. And then let me see. I don't think these are. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So those are not donations. So just want to make sure. So we got Swaroop Bobby, and then Anna, and then Maria, and then Jarenaroo Moonlight, double for Moonlight, and then Joyful 28. So thank you guys for your donations. That's where we're at right now with those. So let's jump in here and see what we got going on. So Swaroop, thank you so much for your donation. Let's see. Let me give those a love and a like. So I'll do that. And you want to know, where will this person find new love? Working place or outside? Place Oracle, please. I saw that and I grabbed those before I started, because when I came in to get ready, I saw yours pop up and I'm like, oh, let me grab the Place Oracle. So let's see what comes in here. Where will will this person, CH, find new love? Working place or outside place? Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like they have a couple options coming in, actually 3 little cards. And of course, this means, when we're looking at where people will find love, it's usually a range, right? And sometimes when I pull, like, I do relationship readings and stuff, I'll look and see, okay, where will you be meeting your partner? And a lot of times I'll get a few because there's different opportunities that we meet. What movie was I watching? Oh, it was this, it was on Netflix. It's called Manifest. I just watched the final season of it, and um like, some people went to the other side, they died, but they were communicating with some people, and this one lady's husband said, it's amazing, I can see our entire life. There was like, there was a time when you were in this store buying blah blah blah. She goes, oh, I remember that. And he goes, I was on the other aisle, we could have met then. And then there was this time you were doing this, and you were at the airport, and I was a taxi driver at that airport. We could have met then. And I like that there's different opportunities. There's, sometimes there's fated meetings, but those are very rare that we ever have to meet someone at an exact time, an exact place. It's usually a range. Whoops. We can meet the soonest or the latest, depending on our energy and what choices we're making in our life, right? So all of that to say that we'll get the 3 here. We have the possibility of meeting someone at a zoo, or it says wildlife conservation, zoo attraction, wildlife rehabilitation too. So something to do with animals and their preservation. It could even be veterinarian kind of energy, but it has to do with around animals and around helping animals is the energy I'm really feeling coming in there, Swaroop. And then we have, or the post office, mail delivery, written correspondence, package tracking. So I feel like that this is, and this could be at work or outside as well, because I saw they reminded me of a mail room in a company I used to work for, and that's where all the mail came in, and they distribute it in all the little cubbies for people, and they showed me that too. So it could be an actual post office in the outside world, but could also be a post office, like a mail room actually in a company too. Or a concert, live performance, musical celebration. So you know gatherings here, so they can meet outside of work at those locations. I almost feel like they can be organized gatherings too, like, sometimes they will have, like, um you know uh group outings to zoos or to, events involving the animals, or a concert or a musical celebration, karaoke, so I feel like there's several opportunities in different areas too. So this definitely is a fated relationship that they will be having, and they have several opportunities to make that happen. So I like it. Boom, boom, shakalaka, boom, boom. All right, so that's what they have for you, Swaroop. Hopefully that is helpful for you. And again, thank you for your donation. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Anna, hopefully you're still hanging out here. So Anna, thank you for your CashApp payment, not payment, but donation. And so a couple questions. Dave and you tentatively are scheduled to meet up tonight. Will you get an opportunity to see each other today? All right, very good. And if you had another question, you said a couple. I only see one. So if you have another one, throw it down. Let's see. Okay. So let's take a look here. Oh, in Swaroop. Sorry, backing up, Swaroop, if you're still here, your Akashic Oracle I'm giving each one of these as well. So Swaroop, you have break free with this beautiful butterfly. It says you're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. So that can be another message, but it can also be for um, CH, that to breaking free from the norm and go do these things. Don't stay like hermited or restricted. Go out and do things with those animals into those, places, and go to concerts, go to those types of things. Live, and it's living life is where they meet the love of their life. So, all right. Sorry, had to reverse there. All right. So, Anna, David, you are tentatively scheduled to meet up tonight. Will you get to see an opportunity to meet? All right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right. We do have the 4 of Wands, which is joy, celebrations, and gatherings. So it seems like, yes, that it's here. Again, 3 of Cups, another joy and celebration card coming in. You also have the Strength card, Leo fire, active type of energy, the Empress, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and birthing and newness of stuff, and the Devil card too here. So, I do see here that there's great possibilities based on current energies for you guys to get together with all of these cards combined. Now, there is an underlying message: stay true to you, nurture you. Don't, well, okay, let's go do what you want to do. It's like really paying attention to what is best for you this evening, and for you to step forward and for you to do that. The Devil card is the shaking and the rattling, which I feel is just know that, of course, they're still in their cage, hissing, trying to get out. And so they're still in their challenged, place. So it's important for you to give to yourself first. Don't sacrifice yourself for others, right? That's good for all of us, a good reminder, right? But that it's, important for you to stay true to you. Yeah, they're going through a lot, but part of you is being true to you. And you've got the Strength card, which is what you're kind of doing, right? Remember, your role right now is to be a source of strength and, I would say, clarity for him. And so don't hold back, don't fear, be you, but make sure you maintain yourself during the situation with them, right? So I like that for you. It's a good reminder. I could always use that reminder myself. Let's see what the Akashic Truth Oracle deck has here for you. What else? Okay. So for tonight, yeah, you got rewards and recognition. Congratulations, your hard work will soon pay off and take you in the direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and own your power. I like that for you because I feel like it's in one kind of energy of this is about tonight, and that they will let you know, like, thank you for everything you've shared with me. It's really helped me, and I feel like they will thank you for you know being this sounding board and being this source of strength, etc., for him. But I feel like a big portion of that's like, let's say 15%, right? Of that is for tonight. The other 85% is about life and about realizing all this effort that you put in. You work so hard. You have such a high bar for yourself that the reward is coming. You will get the reward and the recognition, and it's coming to you very soon as well. So I like that for you. All right. So that is what they have for you for those. So I definitely feel like that you guys will get together this evening. And I like I like those reminders. Right, so I don't see any other questions. So if you have any others, pop them down there. But um, again, thank you for your donation and for the update on the result of your other reading. I like that. All right. And then we have Maria for the updates here. Let's see here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. So for the days of our lives. So thank you for your donation via the PayPal. Oh, okay. Hold on, Maria. We're just going to, Anna is putting her other question because she said she had a couple. Okay, so will A go to California next week? All right. And if you have any other questions, pop them down there now on it. That way I know whether to move on or not. Appreciate it. All right, so will they go to Caliphas? Yeah, we got the Six of Swords, which is a movement card here. So that does show travel and show movement. So I do see that here. You have the Eight of Cups, which is, of course, also leaving behind things that don't serve them, headed off into something that is like, moving towards like a dream come true in a way, but they've got clarity coming in here. So clarity around their emotions that's been happening. Let's see what these other cards here. Yeah, the Full card. This is the ending of an old cycle, beginning of a new adventure. And then the Hanged Man does show, that's like seeing things from a different perspective, but there's a big transformation that happens here too. Yeah. I feel like they have there is clarity that comes in, and they move past stuff because they got the the Eight of Swords on the bottom, which becoming aware of their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve them, and leave behind emotions, seeing things differently. So even though, like you're saying, that they conversation they had, um that there's new clarity that comes in, and they decide to go, with these, because they've, both the Ace of Swords and the Hanged Man is about seeing things from a higher perspective or a different perspective. But with the Six of Swords and the Full card coming in, this is about adventure and um travel. So I do feel like they are traveling, and going to California next week. Are they going to go to the same location? I don't know. But I do feel that she's definitely going to California next week. No, they're going together. So that's what I feel is coming in with those there. Um, it's for a conference, yeah. So I do feel like they see things from a different perspective and go, okay, you know what? It's just best for me to go. And at least based on their current energy, I feel like they've rethunk it, and they're like, all right, you know what? I do want to go. And I feel like I'll learn from it and grow from it. So and that's what all that other energy would be. Yep. So that is what's coming in for those. Let me see. Get a sip here. Righty. So that is what we have, Anna. Don't see any other questions, so we'll continue forward. And thank you again for your donations. And then Maria, and I see your free question. We'll zero back around if we have time, of course. But for your donation via the PayPal, you want to know what are Walter's feelings through the days of our lives. Let's see, feelings and thoughts towards you. Here's feelings and thoughts. What is he up to this weekend? All right. That's it. Okay. And then any time frame when he will be out of there or that place where he's staying at. Okay. Timing. And then what's coming for you and Walter this weekend? All right. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got happening here. You're very welcome, Anna. Have fun. Enjoy, enjoy. All right. So Walter's feelings, we've got the Seven of Swords. So, that feelings, when we ask about feelings, it's like we seem to get thoughts because swords are thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And the Seven of Swords is this energy you can even see on the rock, the shadow, the emotional monsters that come in here. And it's like, they're like emotions are still hesitant because they're looking at these old ways of betrayal and they don't want to feel like it's almost like there's this I don't even want to have the perception of betrayal. And so like they have their feelings paused until they get out of that situation because they just want to be honorable, which I like about them. I mean, it comes through, right? What do they say? um when people open a door that, oh, whatever knights are, it's not nobility, it's something's not dead, thank you for being noble or whatever, right? So I like this, for right now, because it does feel, respectful. Um, and then thoughts was the next one, right? Yeah. So they are thinking about emotion. Got the Queen of Cups, deep, deep emotion. So they are thinking about emotion. But that Devil card, here's those thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and the cage that they have their heart and their mind in, not allowing them to, go to different places. And I like this energy. I feel like there's been a lot of new energy sparked between the two of you. And they're like they liked it and they enjoyed it and they're like, yeah, I can see this going in different directions, but I don't want to bring I don't want to bring um his current hurricane world into your world, like your guys' world that you have together. And it's hard to keep the two separate because it is him. It's like, what do they call those circles where they overlap? They don't want this drama to overlap and bring in anything into your friendship, your relationship that you guys are developing with each other. And so just know that they're like, it's all about for the sake of preserving and not diluting or what is it called? Contaminating. That's what I was looking for. Contaminating your guys's until it's like, they don't want to bring some sort of, plague from that relationship into this one. So there's a lot of that, you know, and this is what's going a lot in their, mind. They're thinking about all this stuff. Um, and so that makes sense of, again, they're caging their heart, not allowing them yet, or it's like not caging, but they have them like in the in the movies whenever they have a plague and they have them in those containment fields or whatever so that they don't spread anything. That's so funny. Sci-fi, is he a sci-fi fan? But anyway, that's what's coming in with that. What is he up to this weekend? Yeah, some new adventures, really looking at ending old cycles, beginning new adventures. So I like that. It's a lot about ending old ways. And so I feel like they're really planning and plotting and sorting and figuring things out and, trying to figure what's next. And so I feel like this is a big weekend of getting stuff done and organized and separated, and some things like that coming in. So I like that. Time frame of when you'll be leaving that other place here. Um, let's see here. We've got it looks like it's gonna come faster than out of nowhere, because you got the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest moving knight out of them all. And so I like that. And we've got here, um, with this Six of Cups energy, which is, it's past life energy, childhood type energy. Mm, yeah, so I feel like it's going to happen, and we kind of talked about it a little bit before, where something happens and it triggers it. And I feel like someone's being childish. Six of Cups is like childhood, past life, but I feel like it's more zeroed in on the childishness, because it's like someone's being childish, and it's like, all right, you know what? And that's what kind of sparks it. They're working on it, but I feel like it comes out of nowhere, that that enters in there. Yeah, he's figuring things out, sorting, maybe even discussing things about, you know, so you keep that, I'm going to take this. And I feel like they're, doing this, kind of thing. Um, so I feel like it just comes to a head faster than anticipated with that. And then what's coming for you and Walter this weekend? All right. Yay. Kaboom. And I feel like it's something not planned. Here's the Tower card, which is kind of that energy of the Knight of Wands in a way, but it's like suddenly something happens where individual plans you guys had with other things fall through. And with the Six of Coins, the Six of Pentacles, there's this equal giving and receiving that comes in here. So I do feel like you guys have interactions, and oh, this tower can be, you know something exploded in their life, and you know things didn't flow and do what they were going to do, or there's this big kaboom. And so they're looking at, um you know it gives them time to communicate. So whatever plans they had, it feels like they would fall through, and then that you guys do have this equal interaction with each other. And I like that, because it's not like they're like, this happened to me, I need your support. It's just like more that it allows them time to where you guys interact equally. And I like that kind of energy there. Let's see here, we'll pull from the Akashic Records Oracle here, the Truth Oracle card deck. All right. I stopped shuffling. I was like, no card came out. All right. Oh, look at that. You can't make this stuff up. Caring connection. Look at you, dolphins, having fun. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. Could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. You just can't make this stuff up. I like it. I like it. All right. So on point, right? It's hilarious. I love that. All right. I just need to do something real quick here. Sorry, I don't normally do this, but there's a package delivered, and Just want the host to grab it off the front porch there, so it doesn't go into other people's hands. Absolutely, and thank you for your donation. I love this adventure that's unfolding. I'm a hermit. I'm cost benefit analysis. I'm not looking for a relationship. I probably uh, won't end up with anyone here. I'm just totally happy with myself. So I live vicariously through all of you guys. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Good for you. All right. I know. I'd be excited too. So many blessings. All right. She grabbed it. I'm so blessed. Okay. All right. And then I saw here Luna Ray. So I didn't see your donation, but I see one now. So that went through there. Just want to make sure here. And hey, Lucky, shout out to Lucky, one of my monthly YouTube subscribers as well. So hello, hello. All right. All right, perfect, Scorpio. We'll look for that as well. Still have a few more to go here. So we've got here. Up next, we've got Jarena Rue, and then double donations from Moonlight, and then Joyful, and then double donation from Nova. Back to Joyful. Thank you, guys. And then Luna Ray, and then if anyone makes a donation, you'll be up next after that. All right, so let's jump in here. Jarena Rue. So let's take a look here. Thank you for your donation and celebrating your 5th super on live stream. So thank you for having me be your 5th, and probably others. I know you've donated before. So thank you so much. Let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. So what's going to happen now that you failed your drug test? Because you smoked weed. Well, you're going to be calm about it. I'm just kidding, but a bunch. Let's take a look here. So what does Spirit want you to know here? All right. Okay. Yeah, not too bad here. You got the Page of Coins is the underlying energy here for you, Jarena, which is new opportunities opening up in the outside world, which is all right. There's companies. I know a company I worked at, they don't do drug tests. Not that I didn't partake of things because you think I always thought if I ever did any kind of um, drug or anything, that I would, because I sense and I communicate with spirit, I would see dead people. And so I was always like, that's okay. Even though my friends were like, you should try it. We just need to test your theory. I'm like, no, I'm not ready to poop my pants, right? But I do feel here you do have, a new opportunity coming your way here. So let's take a look here. See what we have. Yeah. Because you do, we've got you've got these cards coming in. You got the Moon card coming in. With all of this energy of the lunar eclipses that have been happening, it is a time here of rebirth and a movement in a different direction. So I do like this for you here. And, we've got here the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is victory, and 10 of Wands is movement, ending of where you invested a lot of your energy. And I just feel it's free. And that's where we were headed with, there's companies that don't do drug tests. And, there's, it just takes away all the stress from it, right? Because if you're, functioning and you're able to do your job well and stuff, everyone does things a little differently, right? And if you want to know who that is, you can email me at bruddaZEN@gmail.com, and I'll tell you who that is. It's a great company. I worked for them for over 25 years. So, but they're, it's uh, an opportunity for you to be and work for something that's not part of the worries and the energy that you have to invest there. Yeah, you got the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles, so that's abundance in the outside world coming your way. 9 of coins, abundance. See, so chin up, chin up. This is actually for you. Yeah, star card, dreams come true. And I feel like this ending is designed for your life so that you end up going and doing something different than you would have. It's like pushing you off, yeah, onto a whole new path, which is great for you. Yeah, you even got the 8 of coins. So you had the 8, the 9, the 10 of coins, the 3 of cups, joy, celebration, finding your community as well. And even the King of Cups, which is finding a very compatible, if you're not in a relationship, uh, well, I mean, it can be a compatible friendship too, but a compatible relationship that just a real balance between heart and mind that comes in here. So I like this for you. It's like this is a designed by your soul type of action. Yeah, and the Knight of Wands is fast movement that comes in here. So I like all that for you there, and so be on the lookout for that, and I'll just mention it here. It was I worked for an auto insurance company called Progressive here in the United States. So if you want to check them out, you can go to progressive.com, and great company that looks out for their employees, their customers, and the bottom line. So they're not going to go out of business. That's why I was with them for so long. Just somebody really celebrates. Let's see here. Let's grab your Akashic Truth Oracle card too. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, look, you got resolution coming in. And look at the moon energy like we were talking about. I love these cards. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. You can't make this shit up. Boom. All right. So that's what they have for you, Jiranaru. So chin up. I feel like you have an opportunity to change and go work somewhere where you're just going to find this great abundance and community. And if you're not with someone now, a wonderful compatible relationship too. So it's like this is like a big switch that just opens up the floodgates in your life. So I like that for you. So there you go. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Moonlight, thank you for your dual donation. So your first one here, let's give that a love and a like here. And then you said last night, oh yeah, you were asleep, right? Because you're on the other side of the world. Oh, good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you mentioning that it was spot on. We love that. The lady coming through was your grandma. Oh, I love that. Grams. All right. So you would like to know, um, okay, does spirit want you to wait for R or move on? So what's for your highest experience? They just want whatever is for our highest experience, right? Spirit doesn't have a should or a hope. They're just happy to be along for the ride. They're like, whoa, there's no wrong choice. Whatever you would like to do, right? So we'll take a look here and see what is for your highest experience coming in here too. So lost my place here. There we go. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Emperor, which is about stepping into your power, right? The Emperor's Aries energy. You get to decide what you want. It's kind of like I was just talking about. They're like, you get to decide, make a plan, put your energy behind it. We back you with whatever decision you want to make. We're going to be with you. No judgment. We love you unconditionally. There's just different choices with different experiences. So what do you want to do? So I feel like we're asking here, like, what is for your highest experience? You have the Page of Coins, which is a new opportunity opening up in the outside world. Okay. Full card, which is about leaving behind old cycles, beginning new adventures, endings and beginnings. You have the Queen of Coins and the Four of Cups. All right. Yeah. So let me just cover this up. Let me just do this. Well, maybe not. Okay, I'll just do this. Got to make it appropriate for. Forgot that there's a little nudity in some of these cards, but they've got the Queen of Cups is. I'm sorry, the Queen of Coins is about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, choosing for yourself, and the Four of Cups energy is, these are the relationships you've normally had, but here is a new type of relationship that's being offered to you and sent your way, and I like that. And there's a lot to have been gleaned and learned here. So basically, this is saying your highest experience is to move forward and move on, because the devil card is, the purpose of R was to show you a lot about your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, and a mirror for you so you could look at and question, especially when it comes to marriage and relationships. Yeah, you even got the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card, and the Ace of Cups on the bottom, new love, and the Hanged Man. Yeah, the Hanged Man, which is about seeing things from a different perspective, and the King of Cups, which is someone who's more compatible for you. You deserve to be with someone like you, who gives equally with your heart and your attention, and you're present and you communicate. You're not waiting. Can I hear back from you? Blah, blah, blah. It's like you deserve to someone that's like, there's no doubt in my mind that you're the one that I want to spend time with. And I love this about you and this about you. You don't want to be like the one that's, putting in 90% of the energy, into, into that. So I feel like they're saying, movement forward. You got the King of Wands on the bottom too, which is kind of a fire signy, of course, energy. So I feel like that's kind of what's in store there. So definitely moving forward is very clear here, is for your highest experience. There's no wrong choice. If you're like, well, I don't want to move on yet. You don't have to. You can choose whatever you want to do. But since we asked him, like, well, if you're asking our opinion based on what we see through all the possibilities, moving forward is for your highest, but you'll learn either way. Yeah, look, follow your passion. This is a little bonus card. If there's something that excites and motivates you, it's a message from your Akashic record that it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. But I feel like this is follow passion, which I don't feel like there's a ton of passion. You actually have the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck too. And the Six of Cups. I know they're like all these cards from the bottom of the deck, but the Six of Cups is about your past life connections, a new passion. You're going to know when you meet this person, this King of Wands, because, and like the Emperor too, you've got the Emperor and the King of Wands. Energy is a lot the same. It's like both motivated to move forward, but together. And I just feel like it's a much better match for you. So move forward is the nudge there. Okay. So thank you for that. And then your second donation, thank you for your sticker. The how's it going? And will you have the money you need for October? You just fixed your car. Oh, fun. All right. Let's take a quick sip here. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Yeah, the first two cards that came out, you got the 10 of Coins and the Queen of Coins. This is all about abundance. We did cover up her. Nubs there, but you got the 10 of coins, queen of coins, abundance. Yes, this is a yes. You have the 3 of wands. You might just need to do things a little differently this month. So you might look at, is there something, doing things a little differently. You have the hermit card, so you might be staying at home a lot. Limit your spending to the outside world. Be very aware of it. But I feel like there's just, look at different ways of doing some things this month, that can help you. So looking at your budget and looking at what you're spending things on, it's kind of just saying, just kind of, you're going to be fine. Just kind of just, turn inward, consult spirit, ask them, but also focus on gratitude. You have the 5 of cups, which if we focus on our fears and lower vibration here, then we can miss out on, going up to the castle where we have everything we need. So, you know, just, have an energy of gratitude around your abundance, and thanking creator and spirit for that you have all your needs met, and that you have everything. And that night, the hermit is ask them for guidance on clarity on what you can do, just to make sure you have all your bills paid and everything done. And I feel like you might get some unique opportunities. And with that 3 of wands, it's like doing things in a different manner, right? So we see that there. Then the darkness came. It's like my host was, well, it's getting bright, isn't it? She was backing out of the driveway there. Here we go. So let's see what your bonus card here is for your second donation here, around having enough. And yeah, you have a take a chance too, which says it's time to step outside your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and will begin to attract new results. So I feel like there's an opportunity here, because I felt like if there's a way to make a little extra money and stepping out of your comfort zone, I feel like it's going to open up a whole new world for you too. Like this person going on an adventure on the sea. So I like that for you. So if you have that opportunity, take it. All right. So that is what they have for you, Moonlight. So many blessings to you. All right. And let's see here. So Joyful 28, you are up next. So thank you for that donation. Let's give that a love and a like. And your question is, so you cold called this guy on his work line to tell them that you think he's good looking and you want to know him. Wow, he's taken, but appreciated the compliment. Is he taken, or did he just cut off guard? Will he ever call? Wow. I was never, ever that bold. Which is why I probably ended up with everybody that I did. People had to come to me. So love that bravery. So let's take a look here. Is he truly taken, or what's up? And what else here? What else there? All right. So let's see what's happening here. Okay. All right, yeah, they are taken here. We've got the 10 of coins, which is the 10 of pentacles, which is about, being with someone. It's like the fullness of life that they have, and they got all these pages that are going on here. They've got the page of coins, the page of swords, the page of cups, which is they're enhancing and taking things to a new level as well, with all of this. And they've got these barriers to any kind of third party situation that's coming in here with the 9 of wands. The 3 of cups is like third party. And so they're truly not looking for anyone else, and they were happy there, and they were complimented. You did take them off guard, but they definitely are, in a place of not, they're not making things up. I don't think he'll ever call because he really is looking to, with all these pages, think of pages as number 11s. So we start off with aces, go through the 10, then page, knight, queen, king. It's like 11, 12, 13, 14. They're actually looking at taking things to a new step with who they're with. And let's take a look here. I'm going to also pull a Akashic Truth card here. All right. Yeah. So we have a little self-doubt card here, which says, you are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. So don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. So I like that. And there is this, um, sometimes we're attracted to individuals that are unavailable because it's safer. And so this limiting belief, there is some, working out we can do on the inside, right? And, it's amazing what we find out when we're, it's like I've had several friends of mine. I'm thinking of like three off the top of my head. They were always attracted to people who ended up being married or in a relationship and stuff. And they were like, yep, it's the unavailable. One of them was becoming a counselor, and he totally knew. He goes, yeah, I know why because I'm not emotionally available. I'm choosing people who are also unavailable, and it's safe. And until I learn and deal with my stuff on the inside, I won't attract different people, and I won't be attracted to different people because we'd crack up and go, they're beautiful and they're funny and everything. Why are you attracted to them? Like, well, they're not married. He would be like, oh, touche, touche. That's why you're not attracted to them. And he would say other choice words to me too. It's kind of friendship we had, but I like that. So that's for that one, Joyful. I don't feel like he'll call, and that's okay. Just some great awareness that you're coming from this freedom that comes in. So maybe something to look at below the surface there. Right, and then we'll be to your second question here in a moment, but we're jumping over to Supernova for your two questions here. So thank you for your additional donations. You're so generous. So number 5 here. Yeah. So what do your spirit guides currently want you to know about prioritizing yourself and about writing in a journal and focusing on creating stuff? All right, let's take a look here. They do want to go. Okay. The Oracle is, I was like, I don't think they're going to want to go to an Oracle. And they're like, nope, this one. So you have the Oracle of E. These are short and sweet. So we'll grab one of these and that as well. Hasta la vista, baby. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's see here. So when we're talking about, remember that song? Oh my gosh, can you believe this? Of all things about a song. The song Queen Elsa sings in the Disney movie Frozen when she unleashes her magic, let it go, let it go. Well, if you didn't catch this animated flick, it's time to let it go. Walk away, and just like you never look back at the trash can you leave at the curb, don't give it a second glance. It's time for new beginnings. Out with the old and in with the new. So I like this kind of energy coming in here, talking about prioritizing yourself, getting rid of the stuff that, doesn't serve you and choosing for you really, and that's mental thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, emotions that don't serve you, energy around you, doing cleansing and clearings, get rid of energy that doesn't serve you in physical world, purging, clearing out. It really allows an opening of things. So I feel like a big piece of prioritizing yourself is an overall purge of many things in your life that no longer serve you, that aren't healthy for you, and to make space for new things to come in too. And that is going to open up creativity. In fact, we were just reading last night in this Trust Your Vibes book from Sonia Choquette. They go through these intuitive practices, and it's so funny that it's all about lightening up and it's about letting things go and clearing out our physical environment, our friends and people, clearing out people and getting rid of emotional hooks and things that, even if something's sentimental to us, if it doesn't bring us joy, and it's like clearing things out. And I feel like this is the kind of energy, and they're like, you won't believe kind of the extent of the um, like energetic creative nudge that it brings in, because it opens up space in our head, in our emotions, in our physical world too. So let's see what else they have here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So a lot of this, it is this I mean, you got 4 cards that came out. 7 of Cups, which is all these emotions, Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, and Page of Cups. So you've got 3 out of the 4 royalty of the emotion suit, and the 7 of Cups. And so I like this guidance on what they want you to know about writing in your journal and focusing on creation. It's about um, you know centering in your emotions. We know that you're like your one of the big things you wanted to do in this planet is to, with yourself, transform your lower vibration emotions to higher vibration emotions, and then to write songs that help people, and because everyone relates to those lower vibrational emotions, and your journey on how to bring it to this higher place. What did you do to bring that emotion to this higher one? And so I feel like journaling is an important thing. Of think of emotions that you've overcome that are lighter because of something that you did, choices you've made, ahas that you've had. And this is like where a big piece of this comes in here, right? You just clicked in, hey, hello. Yeah. And so sharing and thinking back, and this goes back to the storytelling, right? Think about this progression too, of the discovery of an emotion, the getting to the root of the emotion, understanding what it is, and then transforming it into something like wow, right? And it's like, wow, that's what happens. Our lower vibration, these charged emotions we have below the surface, when we bring them in and we do move them, they become spiritual wisdom instead, right? So let's take a look here. Let's grab your Truth Oracle card here. What do they want to add in here around your journaling? Boundless possibilities. Yeah. It's like a dream come true looking. Says you're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. Feel like that's a good journaling prompt for you. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. And you can ask yourself, how in the past did I limit my dreams because of my past experiences? And what boundless possibilities do I feel await me, right? So I love that. Boom, boom, boom. Excuse me. So I love that. And then let me just make sure. I don't think anyone. I don't have any other donations that came in here. Because I thought someone said that they were going to send a Cash App. So I think it was Scorpio. I didn't get your Cash App donation yet. So I'm just checking here to make sure it didn't come in. I just didn't get an email, so we'll look at that. But Nova, we got your number 6 question, so we'll jump to that one. And the third eye, the all-knowing eye. So thank you for that. Yeah, I don't see when that came in here, Scorpio. So maybe you're still working on it. All right. So number 6, what does Kurt want you to know about being a muse Creativity and focus on being an artist. Yeah. You know, there's this such great energy. Wow. Here we go. I mean, I think we're going to go through all of the oracle. We got the Night Fairies oracle. Ooh, how fun. So let's take a look here. What about being a muse and creativity? Yeah, metamorphosis. 18. I love this butterfly moth theme here. And I like this type of energy because, when you're looking at um, you know, the creativity and then being an artist, it's like it's going to be, continual, and it's going to be continually going forward and changing. It's going to always it's going to metamorphosize, right? It's like you're going to do this, and then it's going to expand into this, and then it's going to expand into this, and it's going to expand into this. That there's no limit. It's like, when you got the boundless possibilities card, it's like there's no wrong way. And I like this opening for this. It's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And the invocation says, the fairy of metamorphosis welcomes us to change our shape, our status, our mood, and our whole self, just like the phases of the moon. Some might complain that after all this time, the caterpillar they once knew has changed. But in turn, the butterfly replies, well, I'm supposed to. A time of change, seasons, cunning, switching it up, right? Meditation you can do is imagine yourself enveloped in a cocoon as you slowly sway to a peaceful wind at night. As the moon rises, so do you emerge from your cocoon transformed in all your glory. Spread your wings and take flight. An affirmation you can have is I change with ease and grace. I am constantly evolving and transforming, right? Yeah, exactly. It's expanding and moving into something. And then along your fairy flight, try something new with your look, with your style, with the way you approach various situations, with the way you talk. The list goes on. You might be surprised by just how natural it feels to switch it up. Allow the change to flow through you. And I feel like when, allowing change in how you, bring things forward and the creativity that you have, but also in journaling, try different ways, and this is how the muse is allowing and opening yourself up, releasing that it has to be done a certain way, and go, you know what? I'm going to turn my book upside down and I'm going to write upside down. Or I'm going to go to the back and I'm going to write on the page in the back. Or I'm going to write little messages to me throughout my journal. So when I get to that page, there's going to be little things for me that I'm going to totally forget about till I come across it again. It's like be imaginative in doing things differently, doing things odd, that's totally, you know, all of us. All the odd ones. This is our odd, YouTube channel, right? So I like that. Let's see what else they have to say here with these Akashic cards here. Yeah, so you've got Take Charge, dun, 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 which says you're taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. Yeah, so not letting something or someone control your life, but allowing yourself and letting go of the shame, which says, you've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you placed on yourself, start a new chapter in your life, set a new goal, and begin taking action toward happiness. Boom. I love it. So that's what they have for you, Nova. I'm liking it. Luna, actually, I did not do yours yet. You're actually, I've got Joyful, and then we're to your dual donations there. And then we have Magana, and then Love 43. So that's where the donations are right now. So just almost to you there, Luna. And thank you guys so much for all your patience in getting to your readings here. I really appreciate it. All right, so Joyful, let's give that a love and a like for your second question. So you tried, oh, dating apps, matches, but no real connections. I know, right? Every once in a while, I'll go back into a dating app just to realize why I don't go on dating apps. Low quality men, sadly, going to delete. Now it's been 3 weeks. Feel pathetic being on it, feeling worse just now. Just want to know what you see for love. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. So let's see what Spirit has here for you. And I'm sure you're not alone. Everyone that's been on dating apps here probably will be like, sister, I get you. Sorry, I just need a little. So what about love for Joyful here? All right. All right. Okay. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. We will look at those here in a sec. I don't know what those are yet. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Empress card coming in here. And this is a time of Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. And it's an important, card to come in here because one of the things that we learn through this human experience is that I can't give love to others more than to the extent that I have for myself, nor receive love from others more than to the extent of love that I have for myself. And so, a big piece with this Empress card coming in is it is time to like look back and go, you know, with me attracting low quality and that other thing about people that are emotionally unavailable, it's like, okay, well, let me take a look and see how that might exist within me. Some good reflection, it helps to go, how am I, how do I feel like I'm low quality inside? Consciously we probably don't, right? We're like, no, I think I'm a good catch and I deserve this. And obviously you're bold enough to reach out to someone to go, hey, I think you're cute. And they're like, oh, I appreciate that, but I'm taken. And you're like, oh, okay. It's like, um this Empress energy is about looking inward and upward. Raising our self-love, our self-worth allows, it's a beautiful, relationship we have here. It's a win-win, but it also is a win-win here because it expands our ability to give and receive love. And as we raise our love vibration, we'll draw in people that match that vibration instead of, if we have a lower vibration love, we will draw in people and relationships and situations that match that, right? But I do like this, taking time to really do that. And it's like I love this example Spirit gave me a while ago that we approach relationships in two ways, right? We look at it as a position that needs to be filled in our life, right? Like we're a corporation and I'm hiring somebody to be my partner, like my spouse or relationship, whatever. So it's a position that needs to be filled and we start interviewing it. And that's like dating apps. It almost feels like we're interviewing people to fill a position. And we're like, why is there such a bad pool of candidates for this position out there? And when we look at it, and it's because we're taught, all of us usually are taught that in order for us to be full and whole, we need to have this person in our lives to make us whole. So we're looking to fill that position all the time. But when we turn inward and upward and we find this self love and we find this fullness, then we start living life. And we're not, it's like our hobby isn't trying to find love. Our hobby is finding some way to express ourselves to the world, usually creatively, like, um, painting or pottery or whatever it is that is like the stuff that makes your heart, oh wow, we start going to do that. We start living our passion, and in living our passion we bump into people who are also living their passion. We have that commonalities and sparks happen, and things lead to a relationship instead of it's a position that needs to be filled. We live life and then we find someone along the way. Because when we want, and we're seeking, we actually push away what we're looking for. That's what our energy does because we feel lack. And so it pushes things away because our energy is saying, I really want to experience what it feels like to want somebody. But in order to want, we can't get, right? But when we live passion and we're full of gratitude and joy and unconditional love and we're loving ourselves, we're loving life and we're doing things we love, then look, and then and then we're like, wow. And it's a different type of instead of full of expectations where people are always falling short, we're not expecting anything and we are so appreciative and grateful for who they are, right? So that's the bottom of the deck. So we'll continue down here. So your cards are, yeah, the moon. So I love that energy here. Let me see what some of these other cards are because you got the Seven of Coins. So Seven of Pentacles is about the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and the moon. Both of those combined together is about cycles and understanding that takes time for seeds to grow and unfold, and that what's meant for you will never pass you by with all this too. And it's well worth taking time for you, loving yourself, raising your self love even higher, raising your love vibration really allows a beautiful, beautiful just expansiveness to come into your life here, right? Let's see what else we have here. Okay, and Knight of Coins, slowest moving knight. So you got some cards here about, that we reach a point where, timing, again, one of the things is this position needs to be filled by a certain time. What does it mean about us? And it's like, well, I really am lonely and or I want to share my love. And it's like, well, we don't need to have that to do that. We can find our self-love where we fill up and overflow, live our passions, and then we draw in the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way because that's who creator will bring to us. And so when we are feeling like rushed, we can realize, okay, it's because I have a small t truth rooted in fear that I've been taught that I'm supposed to have this person by this time. And what does it mean about me if I don't? But it's all turning us inward and upward for you to give the love to yourself first. You fill up and overflow. And then what else anyone else gives you is above and beyond extra. So your love goes from feeling like lacking and falling short to feeling abundant and overflowing with love inward and upward, right? Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. And then here's Knight of Wands, living your passion, movement forward, living your life. And you got the Chariot, movement and victory and power of choice. Let's see what this third card is. And the Emperor, yeah. This is Aries energy, you deciding. So the Emperor is this, especially regarding love. It's like, redefining this Nine of Cups, which is like dreams come true. What is a dream come true? And the Emperor, they're the ruler over all the kings too. So they are getting all this advice growing up and around us that the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, all of these, people who have the I call them, what is it? Self-appointed advisors for our life, and they're surrounding us telling us how the empire should be, who we should be, supposed to be, need to be. But at some point the emperor says, thank you for all of your advice. Now clear the throne room. I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to decide what it is I want. I'm going to put a plan together. I'm going to put action and move forward, right? But a big piece of all this with that Aries energy is new beginnings and expressing your passion in life. And again, I feel like they're nudging you to kind of put the dating on the back burner, make yourself a priority, let go of these thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you, emotions that don't serve you. Really get to know your higher self, your self-love, your self-worth. See yourself as the priceless person you are. Not, self-worth is inward and upward self-worth. when we look at how we're worth to people in the outside world, that's retail price. The retail price goes up and down. We end up on the blue light special at Kmart clearance rack because people are constantly changing about what they want, and it's fickle, it's up and down and all over the place. And that's why we feel unstable when we're defining ourselves by the outside world, right? But eventually we get tired of that, which I feel is where you're at. And you turn inward and upward and you find the most stable thing, the eternal. It never ends. That's pretty stable. Unconditional, no conditions, nothing that you have to do to earn it, nothing you can do to lose it. So that's really stable. And that's the unconditional love. We find we're priceless. And then that becomes our, worth, and we fill up, and then it overflows to the world. So we find what we need on the inside. We don't stop wanting love in the outside world. We stop needing it. And then we fill up. It's above and beyond extra. So I feel like that's what they want you to know around love right now. Let's see what Akashic Truth Oracle they have here for you. Yeah. So they have the victim mindset here. Beautiful butterfly. It says you can feel as if the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. So stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. Exactly everything we just talked about, right? I love that. So beautiful transformation that comes in there for you. Right. So that is what they have for you. Joyful 28. So thank you so much for your donation. Hopefully that helps. I'm excited for you. All right. And then we are to Luna Ray. Thank you for your patience in getting to yours. So the first one is the Fox sticker. So thank you for that. And then you want to know, is your DM Terry near fully awakened for physical reunion between the two of you? All right. And he said, there's second questions depending on the first. Okay. I hear you. So let's take a look here. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. Let me take a sip here. We'll get a little bit of liquid. Maybe that'll settle it down. Sounds like a roaring lion. All right. So is Terry nearly fully awakened for physical reunion between the two of you? All right. What do we got going on? Terry. Let's see what we have here. Well, still seems like I don't know if they're necessarily near to fully awakened. They've got the Seven of Swords and the Empress card. So this is like continuing looking and discovering what of our own emotional monsters, right? Our own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are deceiving us, and this time alone of nurturing themselves. So I feel like they're still in the process of this, even though came out separate, the Five of Pentacles, which is these feelings and beliefs of lack and, feeling abandoned, feeling left on the cold. So some still beliefs around, self-worth that are being dealt with here. And we've got the Devil card, which is it's like the Saturn return, if you're familiar with that energy, where usually 28, 29 years old is when Saturn returns back to where it was originally when we first, when we were born. It takes 20 or 29 years, Earth years, for it to orbit. So every 28, 29 years, Saturn returns back and it shakes and rattles our cage, which is what it's doing, to make us question thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that we grew up with, that were like, they're small t truths, and have this awakening that's happening. So they are awakening and they're in it. But when we're saying fully awakened, that's like, ascended master stuff. Humans, as long as we have our human ego, we're always going to be, learning and growing and stuff until we're ready to pretty much be an ascended master. Usually ascended masters aren't looking for relationships. They've got they're outside of that kind of human need and belief system, right? They feel part of the whole, united as one, right? But I feel like they're in the midst of this big, still shaking and rattling going on. Yeah, I'm a high priestess. So that's the pulling back, looking, the high priestess goes into her high priestess temple, connects to spirit, looks behind the veil, dives into their deep emotions, and they're trying here with the King of Cups to really balance their head and their heart. So they really are in still this, you know, hurricane, this tornado of questioning thoughts and beliefs that they have, regarding their lives. So I don't feel like they're ready for a physical reunion yet. I just feel like they still they don't have a clear picture on who they want to be and what they're wanting in life. So really, they got still a lot of clarity that they can obtain there. So, and then your second question was, will he be physically approaching you soon for reunion? All right, let's take a look here. Okay, I was gonna go. Well, I don't think he is. Not soon. So you can change that up there. Just to give everyone while you're typing there. So after Luna, then we got Magana, and then Love 43, and then we have Moonlight 5, Joyful 28, your additional one, and then Holly. That's where we're at with the donations. I'm not going to get probably to any of the free readings in this session, but for my monthly YouTube subscribers, you'll see the names in green. With those, I will make sure to do those as well. And any donations I will complete in this session. So anyone that had a free reading that was due here, if you make a donation of any kind, I will complete it in this session. And you can donate by using the super chat down below or in the description box of the video. I have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. And a donation of any kind. I know that everyone gives from their heart what they're able to. And if you're not able to make a donation, I totally understand. I will be back tonight for free readings too at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then tomorrow morning on Sunday, it's already Sunday, my 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time session that I do. If I don't complete all free readings during that session, I do come back on after my praying mantis session after I eat. So I will get messages to you. So if you're unable to get a free reading today or tonight, definitely come back on Sunday. I always come back on to make sure you get some message from Spirit the weekend. So I appreciate your patience in doing that. Donations are how I make my living. So I appreciate all of those. All right. So, Spirit, upcoming love message for you on your journey at this time. All right, let's take a look here. So, Spirit's upcoming love message for you on your journey. Did we? I don't think we pulled a card for you, did we? Let me see here. Yeah, in Luna, we didn't pull one of these oracle for you. So let's give you the oracle for your first question, and then we'll pull cards for your second. Yeah, so we got bring balance for that first question, which says you're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. So take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. So some balancing energy. That makes sense. All right. And then let's take a look here what Spirit wants you to know about love. I know, so it's, are you investing too much energy in in that person? Are they too important? I feel like they wanted these two. All right. So, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have here? All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, I know, right? I get to see all the cards first. I shouldn't make commentary. So on the bottom of the deck, you got the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is, they roll over the sword suit of air and thinking. They get a second portion of swords. That comes in as well because all the kings get swords. So there's a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding that's coming here regarding love for you. And I like it because once we can get out of, sometimes we get caught into mindsets, and all humanity, right? We all can become a little bit, um, you know, stubborn and, no, it has to be this. And eventually, like, things become loose, and we start to having some good mental flow. And as especially with this uh Ace of Swords that the king has, it allows us to see things from a different perspective with all of that. Yeah. But I feel like there's this transformation here because you got the Four of Wands, which all this thinking is about what marriage means. Four of Wands is a marriage card, right? And there's this, I just feel like it's a clarity that comes in looking at things in a new way, because even though you feel like you have neglected thinking of him, I feel like it's been there. Like it's not been on the front burner, but it's been burning on the back burner, right? Because there's this tie, this connection that's there, and you've been focusing on yourself, which is great because the more we raise our love vibration, the more we realize that we don't need any specific person in the outside world. Got everything I need inside of me. There's a freedom that comes from that, and then it's not like we don't stop wanting the outside world. We're just not as desperate to find someone out there because we found the one we've been looking for all along, right here inside of our own self here. And that's why I feel like we've got this change of thought and belief and mindset that is, here's this flow of energy that has been um, coming here with the Eight of Wands. It's like once we let go and go, it doesn't need to be them. And, you've been thinking about a lot of what you learned about yourself through all this. But, there's a lot below the surface with the moon card that has been coming to the surface here. And here's the nurturing card, nurturing yourself, nurturing your emotions, allowing yourself to come forward and, and, you know, realizing I feel like there's so much, you have so much emotion, so much that you can give, and you start by giving it to yourself, and you fill up an overflow, and there's a ton that you can give. But that's where with this Queen of Swords, she's like a compatible partner energy, which is um she balances her head and her heart. And there's like this message of you deserve to be with someone like yourself, right? You can't take any more lessons. Yeah, but this surrender. When we can't take it anymore, it's the perfect place to be, because then we just surrender, we let it all go, and we're like, I don't need to hold on. Because if we're truly releasing stuff, it becomes easier, not draining. And what we learn as humans, when we're resisting, when we're pulling against, that's when we're It's like, no, I don't want to let it go. That's when we get exhausted because we're holding so tightly onto something. But if we just go, I surrender, and I'm going to trust you, creator, that you're going to bring the perfect person in the perfect timing in the perfect way. But me, I am going to choose me, and I'm going to focus on my self-love and giving to me. And that's when this, like I said, you deserve this perfect partner. You deserve this person that's like you, that can give to the extent. And I don't feel like they are it. Because you do have here, here's this Knight of Wands and the Lover's card, that comes forward here. Once you're able to release and let go and focus on you, and even with the Knight of Wands, this knight, all knights have a quest. This knight is on a quest for their passion. And I mentioned a little earlier, it's like not waiting for a particular person, but it's time to live your life, to express your passion. And as you are living your life and, you know, seeking what you love to live life, how does your heart like to express itself? As you're out living your passion, not looking for love, but living your passion, and letting your heart fill and overflow, then you bump into other people that are living their passion. And when we do that, then there's the spark that happens between the two of us. And then you develop a relationship. Instead of feeling like it's a position to be filled, we live life and then we meet people along the way that have this spark. We have these commonalities and we meet people that are like us and we're like, wow, enough like us where there's this great bond. And I feel like that's what's happening here with this energy that comes in with all of this here. Yeah. And the void of intimacy and that feeling. I mean, it's such a big thing, and we're all taught, right, that this feeling that's inside of us to feel full. We're taught to look to the outside world, right, and so we look to relationships of all kinds, friends, family, whoever. We look for jobs, education, situations that we can get in, and things, our bodies, our bank accounts, possessions. We're like told all this stuff is supposed to fill us up, but then we do that, and if it fills us up, it doesn't fill us up for very long. It's like eating American Chinese food. You eat it and you're hungry an hour later. But what we're really looking for is that eternal, unconditional love that we find inside. It's like a great analogy Spirit gave is like we're looking for a 10-course meal with 2 desserts, and that's only available in here. Out here is just a giant dessert bar that can offer us third dessert, fourth dessert, fifth dessert, sixth dessert. When we try to survive on just desserts, our heart doesn't get all the nutrition that it needs. It wants a good meal, and it wants this 10-course meal. And when we turn inward and upward and we find it, there it is. We eat, to our heart's content. Our heart feels full finally, and we get 2 desserts. It's like, oh, it feels great. Doesn't mean we stop wanting dessert from the outside world, because we can always make room for more dessert, right? But when they bring us third dessert and fourth dessert and fifth dessert, we're like, thank you so much. We're full, but it's overflowing. They're bringing us more. And before, where if someone was bringing us seventh dessert and that's all we had, is they're bringing that to us, and they're like, no, we're not going to give it to you. Before we were like, no, right? And we are desperate for that, and they can manipulate us. Oh, no, no, don't take away my seventh dessert. But now that we're full, they do that. We're like, oh, thank you. Ugh, I'm so full already. You're doing me a favor. We're not. It impacts us differently, right? So your passion is love. That makes it hard for you just overall through it. Yeah, yeah. So, it's kind of find that fulfillment inward and upward. We eventually will, and when we're disappointed enough in the outside world is when we turn inward and upward. And I feel like you're like so close to that if you're not at it already, where you're just like ready to go, I'm at it. And that's what's perfect because then we turn inward and we're like, oh, there it is, what I've been looking for all along. And it transforms our outside world from feeling like a place of lack and falling short to abundance and overflowing because we find that in here and it changes everything. All right, let's see here. Let's pull your Akashic Truth Oracle for your second reading here. Let's see what else they want you to know here. Dependence. These cards are freaking weird. Not weird, like accurate. There's something or someone you're clinging to, and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. Can't make it up. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. So hopefully that helps, Luna. And that is what they have for you. So many blessings. Hang in there. You know, it's a beautiful journey, isn't it? All right. So that is where we're at there. Then Magana, you are up next. So thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And he said, hey, when will you get into a relationship? Also, what kind of person will he be? All right. Let's take a look here. Shuffle these up. All right. So, when will you get into a relationship? What does Spirit want you to know about the when? Okay, that one. Short and sweet answer. We'll see what that is here. What kind of person will he be? All right. Worth the wait for sure, is what I'm hearing. But let's see what we have coming in here. Oh, so the bottom of the deck here, you got the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion. There's that romantic bringing love and offering love with that Ace of Cups. So, we like that. So you have someone. So that's a good confirmation, right? Let's see. We'll look at the when here. All right, the Queen of Cups. I like this. Queen of Cups, she rolls over emotion. She's the master of emotion because all queens get a second portion with cups, right? So I like this in that, of course, you know, they're not given an exact timing with this card, and they seldom do. And when I get a card like this that is all about your emotional energy and whatever you focus your energy on will draw. If we're focused on a lower vibration, it slows things down. When we're focused on raising our love vibration, it speeds things up. When I don't get a card about speed or give me any kind of hint, they're telling me that it's anywhere between October and forward, like to November of next year. You with raising your love vibration, you can meet them soon as next month. Or if we don't raise our love vibration, it could be November. So it is fated between now and November of next year, 2025. But the more you raise your own love vibration, the more you look at, and we do that by releasing thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and emotions that don't serve us, and our energy and our physical world. Doing all that stuff helps speed things up so we can bring it to us sooner as well. But definitely worth the wait, because they also have to be working on themselves so that you guys are on the same energetic level, right? So they are doing that. It looks like both of you have been working on this, the Empress energy, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, and working on yourselves. So I know, blah, 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 when it comes to that. But it's good because we're going to see who this person is here next. So we've got the Six of Coins, Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So one of the big things that they're working on right now is this codependency type of patterns that they've had in their past. And this might relate to you too, because I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of some parallel energies where you feel like you have to give so much to deserve so little, or have had in the past. You might have already like kind of faced this, but they're in the process of realizing that, and, however they're going about it, they're investing their energy to bring this out of balancedness of like they have to give 1,000 love coins to get one back to 1 to 1. And that's good, because in a codependent relationship, if they feel they have to give so much they don't let you give to them, or them give to you, right? If the opposite shoe fits, right? That and that ends up people going outside of the relationship to give, because if the partners aren't allowing each other to give to each other, that's what happens. So I like that by the time you meet them, they've really understood this and they've overcome this, and it's balanced out there. Yeah. And they've also transformed here. The Five of Cups. A lot of pain has been transformed. They've spent time with by themselves, transforming here. And so by the time you guys meet, they've kind of been a bit of a hermit. And I feel like they've had relationships that were great mirrors for them, but they've been taking time. I almost feel like they were like a serial monogamist, relationship to relationship to relationship, looking to fill themselves, to transform these emotions they had when they were younger. But it changed it updated it. Um, they've paused it all and realized, I've got to look at this, because I realized that I was the common denominator. I keep attracting the same person in someone else's body. I need to change something. And this is what they've been doing, which we like. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, 10 of these three cards came out together. 10 of Swords, leaving behind the people pleasing, the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, and leaving across the emotions that don't serve them anymore, which has brought them to this new place of looking at their worth in relationship to the outside world in a higher place. So I like all of this. I mean, very stable, very self-aware through all of this journey, and this is what they've have come to be here. And they've also overcome the Five of Pentacles, which is about feelings of lack and low, feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, unworthy, and all that. So I like that all of this inner work that they've done to bring them to where they're at, right? And so you probably want to know looks and some other things about him. We got the King of Wands, the peacock, fire energy. So maybe they either have a lot of fire in their chart, or they are, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Kind of feel Leo energy, but it can be any of them. But fire signs are usually very beautiful people, attractive people. Physically, also very passionate individuals, childlike, excited to new adventures, possibilities, not childish, childlike, like, wow, and they like adventure, they like traveling and seeing things. And so now they're allowing themselves to do those things, whereas before they didn't felt worthy and felt low about it. But they've got all this, pursuing of things and where they're headed and what they're doing. Also, King of Wands energy, a lot of entrepreneur, managerial energy. So they've really, especially since they have reached a point of self-confidence, not arrogance. Arrogance is, I'm better than everyone else. Um, Confidence is, I know what my abilities are. And they've moved up, and they're either an entrepreneur running their own business, and or being a manager and leading people in another. So I like all that for you. Right, so that's a little bit of a peek of who they are. They're not going to give it all to us, of course, but that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you, Magana. And I didn't even celebrate your first super on the live stream. So thank you for letting me be your first communion here. So many blessings to you. All right. And then up next, we've got Love 43. Oh, no, Magana, we did not give you your card here. Came flying out of the deck. So your Akashic card here. Wow, look, you got miracles. I like it. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. I like that energy because it's about gratitude. And one of the things that helps us raise our love vibration is focusing on what we're grateful for in the past relationships we've had, what's going on in our life, who we are, you know, unconditional love, enjoying laughter and peace. All of that energy helps raise your love vibration too. So this is look at the miracles and be grateful for what's happened in your life, what is happening, and what is to come. So I like that. All right. So that is it for you. All right. So Love 43, you are up next. Let's see here. I got another donation that came in here. All right. And I did get a donation that came in here via the PayPal, which will be up after Holly here. So just a heads up so everyone knows where we're at. Love 43, Moonlight 5, Joyful 28, Holly, and then Melissa. Melissa. You'll be up after that. All right. All right, so Love 43, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like. Anyone want to know what message does Source have for you? All right. Let's see, do we have a... Oh, okay. So we do have an oracle for you. So let me stick it. I had my green juice over here just sitting. Well, give the body some nutrients. Whoa. It's got lemon juice in there. Whoa. All right. I forgot. It's probably sitting there all there on top too. Whoa. All right. So we got the archetypes. This is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes. So let's see. Yep, I want this one right here. So you got the animal, you. Beautiful, beautiful card here. So let's see what they have coming in here for you. So, oh, that's go way back here. You have to catch up on your Roman numerals. Okay. So this is the beast, the wild one, the she-wolf. It says, we are mammals. The hair on our chest, whoa, and between our legs reminds us so. We try hard to deny our unrefined animalistic nature, yet through this archetype, we tap into power and direction. Activating the animal within means reawakening our relationship to nature in the most broad and embodied sense. Drinking from waterfalls, roaring at the moon, opening eyes underwater, eating berries from the vine. The life force of our planet begs us to set down the devices, the constraints, and the social constructs, and remember the warm blood that pulses through our veins. The animal longs for breath, food, procreation, and physicality. It wants soil under our nails and starlight on our skin. If this all sounds terribly unsophisticated to you, take note that it is said that when Buddha became enlightened, he roared like a great lion. And I don't feel like you feel it as unsophisticated. I feel like this is like speaking to your soul. You're like, yes, I'm an animal. I love being out in nature, right? I feel that's you. um, so the animal demands we get comfortable in our own skin. The minute you accept, express, and celebrate the physical body, you tap into animal energy. Notice your resistance to the animal within. Where does it come from? What has it kept you from doing, wild one? I love it. When you're in the light of this energy, you feel vital, elemental, alive, and you dance. And when you're in the dark energy, you have savagery, you have pent up emotion, and you might lash out. To go deeper into this energy, you can listen to the audio recording of Mary Oliver reading Wild Geese and repeat it every morning for 1 week. Oh, interesting. So I like this energy of getting out into nature, getting into connection with who you are, breaking from the norms. And then, yeah, if that resonates, check out Wild Geese. See what it says. Let's see what else they have here for you, too. Okay. These. All right. Yeah. So you have the page of coins on the bottom of the deck, which is new opportunities in the outside world. So I feel like it is time for an adventure out into the wild, somehow, some way. It could be even into, to a park or something like that. It doesn't mean you have to go camping or anything like that, but it is about getting out into nature and make it kind of a regular thing. Yeah, the Three of Swords, there seems to be some, these expectations. This is those social norms that I feel that this other card was talking about, where, we can get caught up into the world of humanity, of, humans, expectations. There's all these things that need to happen, supposed to, should, need to, have to, must, blah, 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 blah. Sucks the life out of us. When we get out into nature, there's like less expectations. It's like this three is reminding me of the Empress, and then the Emperor and the Hierophant follow after it, which the Empress is not that you have to do this, but she runs naked through the forest because she has no restrictions. She connects with Earth. She is Mother Earth. The Emperor and the Hierophant are all about rules over society, rules over organized spiritual beliefs and religion, and it's constricting, but this is freedom. And I feel like there is this, it's time to break free from a lot of that stuff. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you've got, look at all these nines. Virgo energy coming in, of course. Got the Nine of Swords, which is breaking away from our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that bind us. Nine of Cups, finding this flow, this joy within. And here is the Hermit, card number 9. So you got all this 9 energy of, and it doesn't need to be with other people either. This could be, getting out onto your own. And you've got the Ace of Wands, which is following your passion. New adventures await. And I like that for you. Then you have these 4 cards that came in together. Wow. 4 major arcana. Boom, 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 boom. So you've got the Emperor here, which is, Aries energy. It's taking control. It's, heading forward, deciding what you want, not listening to everyone else. Again, letting go of all those social constructs and going, I'm going to go do what I want to do. And I'm going to put a plan. I'm going to put action behind it. You got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the Fates wheel turning. You got the Fool card, new adventure, free of expectations, and the Lovers card, which can be important relationships, which mean you can go on these adventures with other people, but ultimately, this can be partnership with ourself, our higher self, or with important people in life. It can be romantic, family, friends, whoever. But 4 major arcana, so this definitely, it's time for some new adventures that are free from the fears of failure, the fears of those things. You're a Libra male, okay. So there's this definitely this energy of flow and going on, with this wheel turning, it's time for a big change that's coming in here. I wonder if you have, you know, any Virgo in your chart, or what's in your sixth house. Might be interesting to look at too. Yeah, we got Three of Cups, community, joy, celebration. Six of Coins, equal giving and receiving. Well, there's your Libra energy, the balance of things coming in here. So I feel like it's time for finding your tribe, finding these individuals that think so much a lot like you, and to choose this joy and to live. And so maybe the scales are out of balance a little bit. Have you been working too hard? But I love this getting out into nature, getting out into adventure really is coming in very, very strongly here for you. And I feel like multiple adventures, variety of different people, different experiences. It's like you're hand picking your adventure mates on two things too much work for sure, right? Let's see here. I'm just going to pull here from the Akashic, letting that animal out, right? It's like, let's go. All right. Let's see what your Akashic Records truth one here. Yeah, and be present. Says you are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. A Libra? No way. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Wow. And be present, right? Yeah, fishing, right? That helps you just become really centered, and you're present while you're sitting there waiting for the fishies to donate themselves to you. I love that for you. So definitely, I feel like that's what Spirit has here for you. I'm Aquarius, I get it. Air signs, we tend to do that. So that is what they got for you at Love 43. So enjoy your fishing. It's time for some fishing expeditions and other things for sure. So enjoy. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All righty. And then Moonlight 5, thank you for your additional donation. So we got that here. Let's see here. Did I miss it? Let me see here. Slow down. Oh, general for October. And then let's see here. You said something down below. Let me just make sure. Thank you so much for your answers. Oh yeah, I'll have a good dinner tonight later after I finish up here. You're hermiting because of money and working on yourself. Oh, I love that for you. All right. You're welcome, Love 43. All right, so let's take a look here at general for October, Moonlight. All right, so what for October? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Well, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Swords coming in, and this Ace of Swords heightened perspectives a lot coming in here, and seeing things from a different viewpoint. We'll get more. This is the bottom of the deck. Let's see what this is about here. Wow, yeah, King of Swords and King of Wands. So there's that sword that's the Ace of Swords showing up again. But the kings have get extra swords behind the scenes. So this is 3 parts swords, 1 part fire that's coming in here. And so there is definitely, it's a month of taking charge. Again, taking time to look at things, gaining clarity, but then taking action. So it's like think about things, then to clarify and double check before taking action, because you got one part movement and fire, three parts thinking about things. So look at things from a different perspective, pause, and don't rush into anything in October. Make sure everything fine print, that you've read it all, you're understanding what you're agreeing to, and then understanding uh, where you're headed, or what is involved in something before making a leap into it. Yeah, you do have a death and rebirth, so I like this. There is a chance for some endings and some beginnings, but that's what I like about this. Make sure before you begin something or before you end something, you're fully aware of the repercussions of the ending and the beginning, so that you don't end up in a situation that you're not as comfortable with. Then you got two cards and two cards. Let's see what these two choices are. Yeah. On one side, there's a lot of emotional hesitancy and confusion with the Five of Cups and Seven of Cups. And on the other hand, you got the King of Cups and the Hermit. Yeah. So it's kind of showing you the two ways that you can make decisions coming up in October. King of Cups, of course, you got all these kings. The King of Cups has cups, but also the mind, right? The sword behind it. So that's balancing head and heart. And the Hermit is invoking your relationship with spirit in making decisions too. So I feel like you're going to have some important decisions to make coming up here in October. And if you're unsure, well, they're saying make really sure you understand what you're getting into or getting out of, and the repercussions or the results of those choices. But if you're unsure of what choice to make, they're like, don't make it emotionally. You have a choice to make it emotionally, oh my gosh, out of fear. And if you do that, that's going to be a lower vibrational result. But on the other hand, if you balance your head and your heart, right? Close your eyes and open your heart. Let both have a seat at the table. And if you're unsure, that usually means you don't have all the information you need, and you can ask spirit for clarity and to give you guidance on what to do as well. And so you can really look at asking spirit, going, all right, I don't know what to do in this situation. Can you give me information? Make it a no-brainer. Is it this, or something else? And they'll give you something to go, oh, I don't want that then. This is my choice. They'll do that for you because they are there. They see the big picture. They're the eye in the sky, and they can give you that direction. All right. So that's what they have for you so far. And like, exactly, it might even be money-wise there with your little emoji with the dollar signs in your eye. You stopped running. Tired of all the mess in your life, people wanting so much, giving nothing. Yeah, isn't that great? I love your... It's such a wonderful place to be. Yeah, perfect. And it sounds like you're going to make some great decisions and some important decisions in October. I didn't give you your oracle, so let's give you your Akashic Truth Oracle too. Okay. And look at that. Oh my gosh, these cards I just got these yesterday. Fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. So if there was any doubt that you're having some new beginning, at least one in October, there you go. All right. Yeah, absolutely, Johanna. So I've got just 3 more donations, and then I will go back and I'm going to do my free readings for my monthly YouTube channel members. It's part of their benefit. So I'll complete those in this session. And then I'm not going to get to any of the other free readings outside of that. But I will be back tonight for anyone else that's a non-YouTube monthly member. I'll be back at 6 p.m., which is about 4.5 hours from now. And then if you're not able to get that tomorrow, for sure on Sundays, whatever free readings I don't get to, I always make sure to come back later that's afternoon on Sundays to complete all those ones there. So I will get to yours, Johanna, in this session too, because you're one of my YouTube channel members. So anyone with their names in green with their little badges, I will make sure I've completed you here too. All right. So there we go. You're welcome, Moonlight. Oh, thank you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. All right. And Joyful28, thank you for your additional donation. Let's give that a love and a like. And so third question. Here we go. So you took a hiatus from dating for 2 years. Wow, your last long-term relationship ended. You thought you did a lot of self-healing, but ever since you started talking to other men, again, all these triggers ago, right? I hear you. For example, you feel easily attached and triggered. I guess I need to intentionally focus on myself and beliefs around self-worth. Will I meet the one? All right. So let's take a look here. Yeah, and that's totally normal, right? What's great is that, we learn so much. Like when we take a break and we focus on ourselves, we do a lot of growing and learning that we can do separate from relationships. And then when we it's like we go back into the laboratory and put things to test, do more laboratory experiments, and we're like, oh, that blew up. But it's not as big of a blow up. They're smaller, but we forget 2 years ago how things were because we've been with ourselves as we've gone up the spiral staircase. So though at times it doesn't feel like, when we're with ourselves all the time, we don't see our growth. And then when we experience some of the old triggers, they're just not as big, but they seem louder because it's like being in a library in quietness, go out into traffic and you haven't been out in traffic in a while. Even though traffic is lighter than when it was when you went in, it still sounds loud when you go out, right? So I feel like Spirit wants you to know just to try to think a couple years ago and go, wow, yeah, I have grown, and celebrate that too. So I like that. So let us take a look here. So will you meet the one, and anything else they want you to know about this? The triggers and the attachment. Okay. All right. Okay, got it all done here. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have the 5 of Swords, which does show the mental conflict. That's the representation of your triggers that are going on, right? That are popping up, and that's good because it's like they're showing me. I don't know why they're showing you this, but it's like if you have a lawn and you have like an automatic watering system and it's leaking, and you think you've repaired the leaks, you go to turn on the water to see what leaks have been repaired, and okay, I still have that one I can look at. I still have that one I can look at. So they're looking at it as, you can see it as a positive thing here. Yeah, because you've got the Knight of Swords, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset. The Page of Wands, which is new passions, new awareness, and the Wheel of Fortune. And so the Wheel of Fortune is, that you're going to be having some movement of thought and belief. It's going to create new energy for you and bring back a lot of energy. And the Wheel of Fortune tells you that even your human is on board with what happens. The Wheel of Fortune tells us everything that happens in our life does happen on purpose, for a purpose. We're not on an out of control drama train that's about to leap off the tracks and explode. It's everything unfolds and has a purpose and a meaning. And we come down here to experience what it might feel like if life is happening to us, and that puts us in a victim role. And when we're done experiencing that, then we can step out of that into this empowerment with this page of wands, which is that I can go, okay, I wanted this to happen for me. So I can ask myself, why did I want this to happen for me? Then I can see that, we can ask ourselves, is it possible that there's a gift in this experience? And we can see what that gift is for ourselves. And that's kind of what you're learning as you go through here about, you know, why do I attach so quickly? I used to be, my heart would be like, "Psst," and I'd take myself off, like, oh, I think they like me. I'd take myself off the market because I'm like them, and then oh, it didn't work out, and then back on the market, and then off, on and off, and on and off. But I did discover, our attachment to them isn't the attachment to that person; it's the attachment to the love that we think we're getting from this situation. And we're so hungry, our soul so hungry for love, but the outside love always falls short. Where we're drawn into is that unconditional eternal love when we go inward and upward. That's the big, the love we've been really searching for. And then when we realize that, then I stop attaching my worth to people, situations, and things, and I attach my worth to the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. And then I feel solid, I feel stable. The outside world's unstable and fickle and falls short, right? But eventually, when we have enough of that, then we turn inward and upward. And that's where we find that. So, what else we got here? Yeah. You do have the Hanged Man. So this is, the cocooning, and I feel like you're in the cocooning stage where you are transforming. And even though, you know, um, we can still interact with the outside world while we're cocooning, because the Ten of Swords, not the 10, the Two of Swords is allowing you to close your eyes and open your heart and see the difference, the duality that we have. You know, we have this character, this human character that has been given a lot of small t truths growing up on supposed to be's, should be's, need to be's, have to be's. That's where these triggers come from, because we're taught when this happens, this is what the story is supposed to mean, what it means about me. When that happens, this is how I'm supposed to feel, the energy I'm supposed to invest, the physical actions. But when we realize, like, that small t truths opinion given to us by other humans who are unstable, we realize I'm more than just this human character. I'm this actor behind this character, powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, having this human experience. And then I can start seeing things from that higher place, which is the Hanged Man. I can see things from this higher place of unconditional love and understand why my human is reacting the way it is, because it's been taught. And I can take a big deep breath, step back, question it, and get to the fear. Usually the bottom of a trigger is going to be a fear. What am I fearing? And that can look like some other questions I ask myself whenever I have a trigger. What am I fearing? What am I trying to control? What are my expectations? Or what am I trying to fix? Everything is perfect. So if I'm trying to fix something, what belief do I have that something's wrong? That's something I can look at and transform, right? Yeah. and this is you celebrating the Eight of Swords is what you've been doing here, right? You've got this, the Eight of Swords is becoming aware of your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel blinded and bound and trapped in the past. But an Eight of Swords is a great number because it's like four swords on each side. There's this wonderful flow in the middle that allows this, freedom, flowing and release of thought and belief and mindset. And the Queen of Wands is this, energy. And, over these 2 years, you really have really enhanced your connection with spirit, right? A lot of blocks you had between listening to them. And so you really have, this inner progress that you've made, right? Where you can step out of fear and into your higher vibration, and you hear from spirit so much more clearly than you ever have. she's got that great energy she connects, but all the queens get cups too, which allows you to, connect to this higher um, emotional state, but you get a lot of messages from spirit. And that's why that was so quiet and so peaceful. So when these triggers happen with this outside world, it does sound very loud. And so I like this here. Yeah, and you're in this death and rebirth, and the star is hope. It is balanced energy, balancing chakras, but you are in the process of this transformation of what a dream come true is regarding love, and coming in there. So you're transforming um, this energy, right? You're transforming these beliefs and thoughts about what love is, and will you meet the one? You've already met the one. It's you, right? But this experience, we love the mirrors, and we love meeting someone that we can share things with. Um, and um, I do feel like you will meet the one, the human, you know. But all of this is happening first. There's this release, this change where you're releasing these expectations, you're releasing all of this to where you're living and loving life, and you have someone that's also living and loving their life, and your lives intertwine, but you don't. Um, Before, and I can really resonate with this. I used to give up my life for other people, thinking that's what they wanted from me. That's what you're supposed to do when you fall in love. You get rid of all your friends and everything else, and they become your life. It's like, no, you share your life with them. They don't become your life. And so there's some great awareness. You've done a ton of self-awareness, but you're just kind of fine-tuning things. And when you're ready, you're raising your love vibration at the perfect timing in the perfect way. You will meet someone that is going to be perfect for that vibration, but it's kind of like slow right now because, you know, when we're if we do what we've always done, we're going to get what we've always gotten. You've been raising your love vibration, so you're not drawing in, you know, the 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 really dark lower relationships from before, but it's like you're still drawing in some middle range, kind of lower vibration, and you're like, yeah, I know what I want, which is higher vibrational relationship, and you'll get there. Just this is kind of like stepping stones and testing grounds to see where you've been and what you're doing. So hopefully that helps. But that's what they have for you, Joyful. Oh, wait, no, no, no. I got one more. We got your truth oracle card here, your Akashic truth. All right. And you've got protect. Dun, 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 dun. This says you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. But it's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Yeah, so definitely a hedge, a buffer, boundaries about what you will and won't. And I love that too, that they're bringing that in, because one of the things that they want to celebrate is that you have created boundaries, right? And that you are, um, you know, you've drawn in, other people, and you're like, no, I normally I would invest a lot more energy and time, and then it would blow up later. But you're like, no, you recognizing it sooner and not allowing it, even and not even engaging, because you see it. You're like, no, no, I've been down that road, not going there. So I love that. So celebrate the boundaries. And it's okay to protect yourself and go, no, I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. Love, I'm finding the self-love inside that's bringing me to where I'm going to meet someone who is my equal, uh, to the point where it's like you're able to be with someone like yourself, someone that can give, communicate. Oh my God, what? so, so hopefully that helps. So that is your message there, Joyful. Again, thank you so much for your multiple donations. I really appreciate that. All right. And then Holly, you are up. So thank you so much for your patience. We'll give that a love and a like here. I want to know, what does Spirit want you to do? To do at this time. All right. At this time. Okay. Okay. What does Spirit want you to do at this time? Okay. Thank you. No problem at all. I'm like, oh my gosh, is my stomach starting to eat away at my brain? It wasn't computing. Too funny. All right. Thank you. All right. So what does Spirit want you to know at this time? And thank you so much for your donation. If I did that, thank you. All right. And that. And that. Oh, those. All right. At the bottom of the deck here, you've got the Four of Cups, which is emotional stability. And, this awareness. I feel like you're really becoming clearer and clearer and clearer about, this is the type of love you used to look out in the outside world. And the Ace of Cups being offered in the back there is twofold for you, for your reading, which one is that you've really learned the importance of self-love and this understanding that you can't give something to someone that you don't already have for yourself, nor receive something from someone that you don't already have for yourself, but also that other people can only give the love that they have for themselves. And I like this awareness that's coming in, because I feel like it's just sinking into your heart, because I feel like you know it here, but there's a difference when it comes into this knowing in your heart, and you realize that, all these people, when they were only gave me this much love, wasn't because I didn't deserve more, but they gave what they only had available, only that which they were given to themselves. There's a lot of healing that comes in with that, a lot of ahas, awareness that comes in going, wow, everyone's not as big of jerks as I thought they were. I'm just kidding. but it is. It's like, I don't think this isn't like they were, right? So I like that. I like this realization. Let's see what these other cards are. Yeah, well, my gosh. You're really taking control of your life here. Oh my goodness. You've got this King of Wands and the Emperor. Both of these are the same kind of Aries fire energy of stepping into your truth and thanking everyone for all their opinions and all these self-appointed advisors, clearing people out of your space so that you decide what it is you want, making plans and putting energy behind it. So there is this great empowerment, this authority that's coming in from the inside out. I just feel like this strength that's been building, and I'm realizing that, Creator and Spirit and all them are like, we're along for the ride. What do you want to do? That you're a co-creator, but you're the driver of the bus. Creator is the co-pilot handling the air conditioning and handing out the snacks and the nav system and the music, and the rest of your spiritual posse's behind you, and they're all supporting you, going, here, this is where we're going to go and what we want to do and where we want to head, and doing all that. But there's this feeling of empowerment over your life, that you're not like in the back seat in a baby seat being driven, but you're the driver behind the wheel of the bus, the party bus, and there's no wrong place. And so you get to choose where you want to go. And I feel like this has been coming in here. Yeah. And with the 10 of Wands too, this is about really identifying where you've been investing your energy and taking, real big. Well, life is a party. Doesn't mean you're partying, right? But the 10 of Wands is like an inventory of where you're investing your energy, and you're really clarifying 3 buckets. You're clarifying what is truly important and urgent to you as bucket 1, not what's supposed to be urgent, or like these days everything is urgent and important. It's like, no, it's not. You're determining what's truly important and urgent for you Bucket 1 gets first priority. Bucket 2 is truly important to you, but not urgent, so you can plan things out. And then the third bucket, things that are urgent but not important to you. And you don't have to invest any energy in that. They'll either take care of themselves or fall away, or you won't even need to worry about them. So you're identifying these, and it's being very supportive. They're like, yes, it's what's important to you. And there's this change of energetic flow. I feel like here, yeah. See what these other ones are too. Yeah, because you got these 7-7 coming up, and I feel like that's important numbers for you. But the 7 of Cups is and the 7 of Swords is you've really been working through the emotional and mental confusion, the emotions that don't serve you, the thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you anymore. And it's to be worked out. Normally the 7 of Swords will show like a thief that has left 2 swords behind, 3 swords they're looking at, and then they've got 2 swords over here that they don't see yet. So you've already left some old beliefs and mindsets and emotions behind that don't serve you anymore. You have some that you're aware of that you're releasing, and there's just a couple more, which it's always something. There's just some other things to look at, but you do have that, coming forward here for you. You got the Page of Cups and the 4 of Coins. Page of Cups is, heightened emotional energy that's coming in, and the 4 of Coins is a stability coming in here. And this has to do with home and the nest and happiness that is coming in here. It's like nesting. There's this joy that's been building, and it's going to continue to build, about making your home your own. And as you realize, it's a great aha experience when you start looking at your furniture and your bath towels and clothes and dishes and different things, and you realize this is stuff I got because I thought, I either bought it with someone or I thought this is what I'm supposed to get. But you're really starting to replace both people, situations, and things in your life that don't serve you anymore, and you're choosing for you rather than for pleasing others. And it's so freeing when you're remaking yourself, and remaking your life for that. So I like all this, and it comes here. Stability comes when you start to look inward and upward rather than outward. Outward is unstable. That's where we feel instability, when we're defining our worth by people, places, and things. When we define ourselves by that eternal, unconditional love, we find we're priceless. My self-worth and self-love is based on that, not anything in this unstable, fickle, lacking world. We come down here to experience it, and it is, but when we're done and we do that, it's such a change, because it's like, I'm going to put my living room in this room, and I'm going to make the living room my bedroom. And people are like, what? And you're like, that's what I want to do. It's a bigger space and whatever. And you're weird. And you're like, thank you, but it's like that kind of thing, that it's challenging these beliefs. So I like that for you. Let's see here. We're going to pull the Akashic Truth Oracle here for you. So let's see what we have here. All right. There she goes. Yeah, exactly right. Speak your truth. You've stayed silent long enough. Speak up, stand your ground, state your perspectives. You will rise to a higher vibration when you let your voice be heard. Whoops, smacking the microphone. So perfect. So perfect. So that is what they have for you, my dear. I love it. Just a lot of affirmation and recognition of what you've done and where you're headed, and just, keep going, keep going. And that don't feel bad. Don't have any guilt or shame about relationships or things that you're getting rid of and transforming. It's all right. Sentimental value. Oh, so and so gave me this. It's all right. I'm not enjoying it. Someone else will. Yeah. Very, very positive journey for you. So I like it. I like it. I like it. So thank you again, Holly, for the donation. Much love to you. All right. And then just a couple more donations. So I've got Melissa. You are up next via Z PayPal. And then Delcy Joy, thank you for your donation via Z Cash App. And then I will be going and finishing up my YouTube channel members. I'm not going to get to any of the other free readings in this session. Been on for 3 hours. So after I finish up with those, I'm going to go eat. But I will be back at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for more readings. And then tomorrow, my 11 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever readings I don't finish in tomorrow's session, I do come back on later in the evening and complete them all. So if you've been trying and I haven't gotten to you, please come back tomorrow and I'll make sure you get messages there. All right. So Melissa, thank you so much for your donation via the PayPal. And you were wondering here how your ex is feeling about getting back together. All right. Let's see what is going on in their little world. The little world. All right. What's going on with this ex here? All right. So at the bottom of the deck here, we do have the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is, it's conflict between their head and their heart. Part of what's going on, they've got here the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles. Their head is going, wow, this is going to take a lot of work. Right? The mind is always the logical, when it's our upper left side of our brain going, what is it going to take? Is it going to be worth the effort, the blood, the sweat, the tears? Will we get the harvest from it? Is it really, are we able to do that? Well, that's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else we have here. Well, they are looking here. So the World card does show, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. It is the last card in the major arcana, which means they don't want to repeat old cycles, old things. And the Four of Coins represents a solid, the feeling of home and solid foundation, right? And so when I was talking about the Eight of Pentacles, about being like, is it worth the effort that comes in here? They realize things can't stay the same. We can't go back into a relationship and pick up where we left off. We need to make changes, or we're going to end up doing what we've done before and getting what we've gotten before. So in order for that to happen, they're really looking into that. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the Three of Wands. Here's that, again, a different direction, a different path, that we can't go on the same path we were on, that we have to do things differently. Yeah, we got the Devil card. So there is a lot of expectations that can be looked at in relationship here, Melissa. We're given so much growing up of the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, the must be around relationship. And, what comes in with all of that is that when we feel like there's this long list of things that have to be done in a relationship, it sucks the life out of a relationship, right? We're focusing on what something's not being instead of celebrating who someone is or celebrating who we are. Excuse me. We focus in on, what's lacking, what's falling short in our relationship, in them and me. And that isn't doesn't bring good results, right? But if we can, it'd be like lowering expectations to be practically nothing, right? That's why when we have exes and we don't have any expectations on them anymore, we can get attracted back to them. That's why ex sex is so good, because there's usually no expectations. And then we get back together and we're back into the same cage, like this, rattlesnake or whatever's in. And we feel like, oh my gosh, we're trapped. We can't, we're back into the cage again. We're feeling restricted, and it's exhausting. But if we have a relationship with hardly any expectations, we're celebrating who someone is. And it could be, um, telling someone something we sincerely love about them with examples. Like, I really, something I love about you, you never give up on your friends. So and so, they were pushing you away. They were going through a bad time. They were, ostracizing themselves, and you wouldn't let them. You saved their life. And I love that about you. Wow, if you had something like that every day that you shared with each other, what relationship wouldn't flourish? But unfortunately, most human relationships, we focus on these expectations, these opinions that we've been given around who someone is supposed to be, who we're supposed to be, what a relationship is supposed to be. And that's what has to change, or it's just going to end up where it was before. When we got the Nine of Swords, here's the fears, the nightmare, the insomnia, all of those expectations. And that's what, if we can remove those expectations, then we do have, with the Four of Cups, we have emotional stability. But it's the big if we can really look at these expectations and let them go. The Queen of Coins here, this is all about them, your spirit guide saying, it's about nurturing yourself. You can't control anyone else, right? We can make it easier or harder for each other to choose unconditional love or the fears of losing conditional love, right? But everyone is only responsible for their own choices, their own triggers, their own emotions, their own stories, their own energy, their own actions, right? And you can't control anyone else. And so this mothering, nurturing energy for you. And so, there is this fear that's there, and they're feeling like, are we going to be able to, you know, be in a relationship? Because if we don't deal with these expectations, we're just going to end up split again. If that makes sense. If you guys are back together, or if you get back together. Let's see what the Akashic Truth Oracle have here for you too. Okay. What else do we have here? Yeah. Professional assistance, maybe counseling. It may be time to seek wise counsel. This could be in any life area, from legal or financial advice to more personal needs such as counseling or therapy. So, uh, couples therapy, as I feel, is like they're saying this is what would be needed, to just really help learn to communicate and bring a lot of clarity around the relationship. So hopefully that helps, Melissa. But that's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you, and thank you again for your donation. All right. And then Delcy Joy, you are up. Thank you so much for your donation via the Cash app. This is my last donation, and then I'll be completing the free readings for my YouTube channel members, which are the names in green with the badges. And then I will be back later for more, which I'll talk about at the end here. So you'd like general energy around health and well-being? Absolutely. Of course, disclaimer, I'm not a licensed practitioner, of course, of any kind. So disclaimer, tarot was designed for entertainment purposes. Ultimately, everyone else makes their own decisions. Boom, boom, da bum. Disclaimer made. Chook, chook. All right, you got it. Okay, so let's take a look here. So, bottom of the deck, you've got the Tower, and you got the Hermit card coming in, and the Ace of Cups on the bottom. They also want to be coming in here. So you've got a lot of this, there's been sudden things that have risen around health and well-being. But you got the Hermit card and this Ace of Cups. You're not alone. You've got spirit to guide you here. And the Ace of Cups, it all comes down to self-love, our health and well-being. Because when we're looking for love in the outside world, it's stressful. There's a lot of fear. Fear doesn't do good things to our human body when we're continually in and out of fight or flight mode. So finding the self-love inward and upward brings us a lot of peace. It brings a lot of health and healing to our body. It allows it to be the amazing healing machine that it is, right? So I feel like it's, knowing that you're not alone. And the 9 is the Hermit's journey, is the Virgo energy, which Virgo is all about their goal, and the 6th house is about health and taking care of their bodies, loving their bodies, treating their bodies. But it starts with our self-love in so many ways. That's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what these other cards are here. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So you do have some great things that are happening here for you. Everything does happen for us, which is an amazing thing. Sometimes our human has a hard time going, how is that for me? Like an example, let's see, Thursday night, after I finished my praying mantis session, I bit into a cold candy bar that I had in the refrigerator, and my gold cap on my tooth came off. And I was like, oh, all right, well, this is for some reason. Next morning I called, I got into a dentist. They looked at it. I'm going to have actually my tooth removed in a little bit. That's a side story. But while I was waiting for the dentist to come in, they had something unique at this office where they had someone come in that talked about, they're like a therapist that talks about behavioral. So, how do you feel about your teeth? How do you feel about your routines? How do you feel about your overall health? Well, my blood pressure was high. And it's been high for a while. I know. But and they've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. But she really asked me a question, and she goes, well, what do you do? And I told her what I do, like I do intuitive life coaching, cards and things. And she goes, so if you had one of your clients that told you this, what would you tell them? And I'm like, oh. And I'd be like, all right, so this was the gift that was given to me in this moment. Everything happens for a reason. This was a gift that was given to me to say, take your health more seriously. So I'm going to get my insurance in order and go to the doctor and take better care of myself and get an exercise, some sort of exercise routine going. And so it all happens on purpose for all that, right? So, that's what I feel is coming in here, is trust that everything happens for us to bring something to us. And there's a gift in each moment, right? Yeah. And you have the 7 of coins and the 8 of coins. This is all about the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And it's worth the blood, the sweat, the tears, whatever you do and the steps you take for your, towards your, life, that you do get the benefit that unfolds from it. So you do have this progression. Just trust that some things take time to see results, but it's worth it. You will see results that will come forward there. King of Swords, you have here seeing things from a higher perspective, and even some clarity that's coming in regarding your health and your overall energy and well-being here too, so that you can glean new information and do some research too. Second opinions are okay too, but it's like learn and look at alternatives. Like, Johanna just said, any herbal advice, I'm here, that there are alternatives to medications and different things. Look outside of the norm. Do some research. I feel comes in importantly here too. And you are going through with the Hanged Man here. There is transformation that's happening in your life. It is going through here. And the Five of Cups is this emotional energy, changing our emotional energy from lower vibration to higher vibration. We may not even realize it's there, bubbling below the surface, but there's a lot of emotional reasons behind our health. There's a great book, Louise Hay, Heal Your Life, something like that. But you can even search on the internet, spiritual or emotional reason for, you know, migraines. And it's like, oh, wow. And they have affirmations, they have different things, but it's getting to, so much of our health and wellness. We have stress related. Okay, yeah, perfect. So yeah, check out that book and even read the beginning. I mean, read the book if you haven't read it in a while. Wonderful, wonderful perspectives that she has in that book. But there's so much emotional roots in this stress related impacts on our bodies. So I feel like that's an important part of the transformation that comes in. And you do perseverance, keep going. The Nine of Wands is about, having just a block and feeling like things are blocked, and maybe you feel like you've been hitting your head against a wall over and over and over again. Well, that's why I feel like there's some alternatives and some different things that will take you in some different paths. So keep perseverance for that. I feel like it'll take you in some good places, right? Lots of stress roots. All right. So let's see here. Let's pull here from the Akashic Truth Oracle. And let's see what your message is here. Yeah, there we go. What did we talk about in the beginning? Just to reaffirm, Ace of Cups, self-love, which says you are worthy and deserving of all the abundance in the universe. Treat yourself with the love and respect you desire, and others will follow suit. But your body will respond to that too. So I love it. So that's what they have for you, Delcy. So thank you again for your donation. Many, many blessings to you. All right. So now I'm just going to go back and do my free readings for my monthly YouTube channel members. It's part of their benefit. And then the other free readings I won't be able to get to. I didn't get to any of those today and during this session. I will be back, like I said, in about 4 hours for my evening session. And then tomorrow, Sunday, from 11 to 1, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain, I have another session. But tomorrow is unique in that whatever readings I don't get through, I do come back in and make sure that everyone gets a message. So if you tried today and you didn't get through, apologies. I'm so sorry. I've already been on for over almost 3.5 hours. So I am going to be headed off here in a minute to go eat breakfast at 2 in the afternoon. And I will be back though. So hang in there. All right. You are welcome. So boom, 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 boom. So Daisy, you wanted anything unexpected happening for you within the next week. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Yeah, it looks like here you've got the King of Swords, which is all about higher education, upper education, and you're in school, right? The Ace of Coins is like some new opportunities that are opening up because of this new clarity, this new part of whatever is opening up. So you might be having some opportunities for some, new, I don't know, something opening up. I don't know if necessarily you're looking for like money opportunities like a part-time job or student activities or something, but it definitely feels like there's something abundant, something that feels abundant to you, that opens up to you in your upper education that's coming in here. Just it feels really focused in on that. So I like it. Unexpected. It's something that they offer you that you weren't even aware of or weren't expecting, because it's unexpected, right? You're like, wow, this is cool. So because of your education and what you're doing and how you're progressing, I feel like you're offered an opportunity out of the blue. So I like that for you. So that's what's coming in for you, Daisy. Nice little unexpected happening. So many blessings to you. And then Vidi Jalan, any messages for the week ahead? All right, let's take a look here. So Vidi. Okay. And you got here, you got the Magician coming in here and the King of Cups, balancing of head and heart. And I like this, just like this message of, whatever you're focusing your energy on is what's growing and expanding. And I feel like it's like next week, it's important for you not just to focus on what your head wants and investing a lot of energy into that, into the tasks and the goals and blah, 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 but also what the heart wants. Celebrating, doing some fun stuff. Play is an important part of your week because you need time and downtime to regenerate, to celebrate, to charge your battery, right? And so I feel like next week it's important to, it's good you're investing so much energy and you're doing so much, but it's important to take time out for fun and play. So that's what I feel is coming in. All right. So that's what they got there for you, Vidi. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Sean G, you want to know, will you get your sponsorship money from Company N before the end of October? All right. So based on current energies, will you get that? All right. It feels here, you got the 10 of Wands and the Hierophant. There's a lot of clarity. The Hierophant is like your higher self wanting to show some capital T truths on where you're investing all of your energy with the 10 of Wands here. And it's like they're not answering me that specific question. I feel like we've talked a little bit about where they're like trying to show you where is it that you truly want to invest your energy, and a lot of clarity that's coming in here from your soul in the month of October, where that's not going to matter. I don't know what that means. But I just feel like there's clarity that comes in because your higher self is going, here, this is who you truly want to be, what you truly want to do, where you truly want to invest your energy. This energy in this isn't going to give you the results that you're wanting. And so they're having you refocus where your energy is being invested, because it's like all this energy that's been given, it's like there's more abundant ways to focus your energy, a different way of having your company funded. There's just a different way. It's like it almost feels like there's some other income stream or some other way in versus the sponsorship kind of way you're going about things, because it feels like you have to invest so much just to get a little back, and it feels like there might be something else. So really explore that, because I feel like you may not need sponsorships or have to be concerned about, like, sponsorships may be above and beyond extra, but there's a different source of that's going to fund it, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means, but maybe you do. But just keep your eyes and ears open. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sean. So many blessings to you. All right. Just scrolling. Okay. We did those. All right. Actually, take another sip here. Thank you, Hannah. You said, is it good? I think you asked if that green juice with lemon is good. It actually is really good. It has a lot of it's sweet tasting. All right, so Lucky, will Jay plan a trip in our future and save money for it? Well, you got the Four of Wands, which is joy and celebrations and gatherings. So that does seem like that's good. That they will, as far as plan a trip in your future. Saving money for it seems like a little bit more of a challenge. This Devil card is a shaking and a rattling regarding expectations and limitations and things that are keeping it kind of held back. So it might take a little bit longer for it to be done because of these obstacles, these mental obstacles that they have on preparing for it. I feel like there's a lot of expectations that can be worked out between the two of you that can make it less hectic, less crazy. Like it doesn't need to be like we're going to plan a trip, but it doesn't need to be cost $10,000. It could cost a couple thousand if we really rein in the expectations on what it has to be in order to be fun. If that makes sense, like where and how and blah blah blah. I feel is what's coming in with all that. So I do feel like they want to plan a trip, but I just feel like you might need an alignment of your guys' expectations so that you're not disappointed or stressed out from the trip, if that makes sense. All right, so that's what's coming in for you, Lucky. So many blessings to you. All right. And I think, whoa. All right. And Jasmine, thank you so much for your donation. So we'll jump down to that. And then Johanna, I think you'll be my last to close out the session. Oh, the manifest. Yeah, it was really good. It was really good. Manifest. And there was the OA. Was another good one about dimensions and different things. All right. So thank you so much. Let's give that a love and a like there, Jasmine. Sure, Elaine, you can send a donation. Absolutely. We will gut it out. So you have a crush on your friend, Nick. Ooh, he's a Taurus. Will he pursue you romantically? He has an idea that you like him. Oh, so you have a crush on your friend. Okay. You're a Libra, and next week is your birthday. Oh, he gets a simple gift or wishes at birthday. Okay, very good. Yeah, let's dive in here and see what we got here. So will he pursue you romantically? Those Taurus, they're ruled by Venus. So we'll do that here, and then we'll dig in, of course, and see if based on current energies, does he have a sentimental birthday gift in mind? And happy early birthday to you. How rude, I didn't even say that to you here. Let's see what else. Of course, we always get a little nosy. We like that. Okay. Let's dig in. I like it. So, will he pursue you romantically? Ooh. Okay. So you got the Four of Wands, which is joy, celebration, partnerships, even marriage card. Woo! But Knight of Pentacles too, which is the slowest moving knight out of them all. So, and look at, of all things to be in there, the bull. Not a horse, but a bull, right? So they're slow. It's a slow process. They're not a fast mover by this. Now, there is energy underneath the Ace of Wands here, which is a new adventure, a new passion, new pursuit. And so there is this attraction that's there. So we'll look and dig a little deeper here about their emotional state, right? um, that's a good question. Is Libra ruled by Venus? I believe you might be right because they are the Libras are the relationship, kind of energy that comes in there too. Okay, Jasmine, yeah. So she confirmed. She knows. Yeah, Sean, I completed yours like maybe 10 minutes ago or so. So you respect, yeah, things need to be slow. Oh, yeah, yeah, I definitely did that. Yeah, well, we'll see if your mom has a message for you here too. um, so there is attraction that's there. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, Seven of Wands. So, they definitely do have this energy of, wanting to be true to themselves, not wanting to dim their light, not wanting to ask permission to be themselves. So I do feel like they're a little bit of, a little bit of hesitancy, excuse me, because people have tried to cage them before, try to make them be who other people wanted them to be, So it's just so funny. Google confirmed. um, but I definitely feel, I mean, the Ten of Cups, beautiful card to come in here. So they definitely have a lot of emotion to give and they want to give, but they don't want, yeah, they just don't want to to be trapped and um, told who they're supposed to be, which I like. I mean, Ten of Cups is a good card, right? We got Temperance, which is slow unfolding. It's usually it represents like alchemy, going back and forth between the two cups. It's slowly building over time, and then it eventually just turns to gold. So I do feel slow movement, slow and steady wins the race, right? And yeah, we got they're really learning to move beyond some old limiting beliefs and mindsets with the Six of Swords and the Justice card. Justice card, they usually have the scales and they have the Ace of Swords. Six of Swords is leaving behind old and heading into new places, new directions too. And there is that energy that's there of letting go of mindsets that don't serve them. And I feel like they had a lot of, again, all that restriction, control, and possibly a manipulation when they were growing up by females, maybe mom and sisters or whatever, where they were like, you need to be this, you need to be that, and and they just felt so had to hide who they were and punishment and never good enough, to where they've been really overcoming and questioning all these obstacles and thoughts and beliefs that have kept them restricted in the past, right? Yeah. Right. And it could take that here too. I believe the Hierophant is Taurus energy, if I'm not mistaken. um and you got the Four of Coins, which is stability in the outside world, very earthy energy from a Taurus, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is about abundance and that too. So they do look at, I feel like a bit of their focus right now is like, building a strong foundation in the outside world. But I do feel like they will eventually, it's like things are growing between the two of you that are coming in here. Oh, this last one was about the sentimental gift. So I do like that Nine of Pentacles is abundant. So I do feel like they give you something significant um, in in your outside world there. So I like that for you. I do feel like that's there and they're growing it, but they do have a lot to overcome as far as that, experiences and brainwashing they had growing up. And they're overcoming that because they're stubborn. When they believe something, they will be stubborn. So they're the only ones that can change their minds here. And then I'm going to pull you an Akashic Truth Oracle. And then I do want to give you a card from your mom that she wants to give you for your birthday. So we will see what Oracle birthday card will come in. Yeah. Oh, I love this. So open up. So you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. So it's funny because you said he has an idea that you like him. And I feel like if you open up, then that definitely does help that. All right. And then from Mamacita, her energy is with you. Of course, when we leave with these bodies, we turn in these rental cars. We're so powerful. We can be with each and every single loved one, and we are there immediately. As soon as we leave our bodies, we're right next to them, and we are be able to be 100 present with them as if there's no one else, but we can be with every single person in that manner. So just know um, that that's there, that she's always with you no matter what. You're scared to tell him. Yeah, and that is the fearful thing, right? It's like, you know what, it's good to know, um and if you think he has an idea of it, you can continue to hint. You can play the little game if you want, the little reveal a little bit. You don't have to go, I love you. You can go, I got you a little something, and see how they were, see what builds between, because it will happen over time. Yeah. And here's mom. Trust and thrive. Dun, 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 dun. The stag. All right. Let's see what comes in here. So your mom says, come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. It sounds like some things that she would say. Was she a godly woman? I feel like it's almost like, I feel like this energy of speaking scripture, like she would speak it. And she wasn't. I feel like she would speak like a preacher. I don't know why. I like this, you know, mm, mm, speaking with authority, speaking with connection. So this card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. And in the Celtic traditions, the stag with the crown of antlers is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums and rattles and smudge fans. And although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. And when this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality. Uh-oh. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. Oh, mom's all nudging you. Mom. And the extended message says, you have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, your strength, and your power, and make the most of it. She's telling you you were born to lead And this can only become reality when you're willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You're being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. That's her way of saying, I am proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive. Onwards and upwards. She wants you to have kids ready. When are you going to give me some grandchildren? So I love that. She is with you and she is so proud of you. I love that. So a big hug from your mama. She's always around you, giving you messages, giving you signs. Just, girl, you gotta open your eyes. I love her though. I love her energy. She, of course, is a being of unconditional love and light now, so she understands everything, even more deeply. What's wonderful, for you to know too, is that when we go to the other side, all of our actually, it's everyone, but especially our loved ones, we get to experience every thought, every emotion for your entire life. So she knows every thought, every action, every feeling and emotion you felt, all the way back to when you were conceived in the womb, all the way up until you pass in this lifetime. They keep all that secret because they're outside of time and space. Like, we don't want to ruin surprises, but just know she has a whole new understanding and love and appreciation and pride of who you are, because she can see things that she would never have been able to see in human form. So just know that too. All right. So thank you again, Jasmine, and happy birthday to you. Appreciate your donation. Hugs. All right. And then Elaine, thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that a love and a like here. Whoops. There we go. So Elaine, you're moving back to Chicago from Florida, probably around November. Oh, great. It's tired of the heat down there, huh? Will you be able to find a place that you can move into, preferably in the south suburbs? All right. Let's take a look here. Chicago. Okay. And what else? What else about this move? Oh, sorry, hiccup. All right. Well, we definitely like to start off on the bottom of the deck with Four of Wands, joy, celebration of positive outcome. So yes, you're coming home. You can see her grandmother left the south, right? You're like, can't breathe. It's like breathing water, right? So I do like that. Very positive there. And I know they're saying here, with the moon card and the five of cups, that it's okay to, um, feel all the feels. There's no wrong emotion to feel, but the moon card is this, it's Mother Luna, and there's a lot of follow your heart and look for what you want, not what everyone thinks you should want. So if like something opens up and it's a one room apartment, or one room place, and or that's designed differently or whatever, and you're like, oh, I love this, and you're like, well, people will go like, why did you pick this? It's like, it's important that it is for you, and that your place and your location is for you, and trust your intuition, trust your instinct, because if you're like, this looks really good, but I'm getting my spidey senses going off. Trust your spidey senses, because that means there's some hidden and unseen things, and trust it. If you're like, don't feel comfortable, even though it looks great, don't do it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I like this movement of thought and belief and mindset. So again, you know, get out of your head and into your heart about where you're choosing where you want to live. Not as supposed to be or should be or need to be. You know, those things, the mind will put you in a cage and your heart will put you in a nest. It'll be the difference of that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, and the Hanged Man, you'll see things from a different perspective. So I like that. Look at things. Again, both this Knight of Swords and the Hanged Man came out together. So it is about looking at things from a different place, right? Yeah, yeah. Like there was an old Victorian home that was converted into apartments that I lived in before. I lived in like 4 different of the apartments over like off and on, back and forth. At it when I would go into a relationship and come out of a relationship. It was funny. The owner, she knew me. We became friends because I was, there so much. And she goes, "Okay, now this is your last time," because the 4th time when I moved in, she was like, "So no more relationships. You have to get them approved by me, so that you can't leave and move in with someone until I know it's good for you." That's funny, but they were amazing. Like, the very top ones had walls and different things and very unique, and I love that. Yeah. And you have the 9 of Cups, a dream come true type of energy. Queen of Sword, again, balancing head and heart. So, allow that dream to be something that both your heart and your mind agree to with all of that. So I definitely feel like you will, but just allowing yourself the freedom to choose that. And then let's pull your Akashic Truth Oracle here. See what else they have here for you. All righty. Yep, grounding. Brr. That was my elephant impression. You've been asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to the earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. Yep. So getting out of your head, like what it has to be. And so I love that. That's affirmation for what you're doing. Calling old places, looking into new experiences too. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have for you, Elaine. So I'm happy for your move. Congratulations. Enjoy that. I went to Chicago once in February, and I love cold weather, and it was pelting me with snow. The energy wasn't there for me to move there, but I loved it. I loved all the railways and the bus system and all that stuff. It was an amazing place. I love the lake, but Spirit was like, "No, can't be there." I know, right? Right, Dulcie? That was my stomach. That's your home. Oh, well, welcome home. Yeah, that's like Colorado Springs here. I get drawn back every single time I go away. This is home. So I get that feeling. So I like it. And thank you again for your donation. I'm excited for you. All right. Yeah, that Agatha all along looked really good. So we'll see if we have that. Oh, wow. We're in Colorado. And you wanted a general reading or an oracle card. Okay. Well, let's take a look here. If you want an oracle, you can choose between 1 through 12. And I'll pull one there. You're not sure where. That's all right. Yeah. Yeah. So much road down there in Florida, right? All right. So this is the Path of the Soul Destiny cards, Johanna. And these are spiritual inkblot tests. So whatever you see in the card is something special for you. And then we'll read from the little book too. Oh, well, these are short and sweet. I can do one from 3 for you too. So here you go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. These are really small card thingies. So this is called Joyous. The colors of pink and green signify the opening of the heart chakra to deeper and more profound joy. Embrace this shift occurring within you. And as you do, allow for that childlike wonder and amazement to fill every part of your being. You deserve to feel bliss and happiness. You've done the work. You've made the effort. Now's the time to simply enjoy all that life has to offer. Boom. I love it. Because number 3 is numerology. So let's see. Numerology guidance cards. So, all right. Boom. Oh, all right. And then you got purple, number 57, teaching and learning. So let's take a look here. So this card indicates a time of significant learning and growth when the wisdom you will gain will be of great benefit to others too. There's much potential for you to teach what you've experienced. In fact, your life lessons are just as valuable as your academic knowledge. Therefore, every trial and tribulation can help you be of service to the world. This card encourages you to have faith in your ability to teach, because teaching is simply passing on to others information they didn't already know. You probably already do this by sharing the lessons you've learned and the discoveries you've made with your colleagues, family members, children, or friends. So please don't underestimate the importance of what you have to say. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to teach what you've learned. This is the time to investigate new opportunities or areas of study to expand your existing wisdom. The more you learn, the more you have to teach, which serves your greater good and the greater good of all. If there's something you'd like to teach, then set the intention and do it! Exclamation. Affirmation: everything I learn and teach serves the greater good. I'd like that for you too. Whether that's herbs or whatever, you have a great opportunity to teach and help others through all your experiences and everything else too. So I like it. All right. And that is what they have for everybody. Sorry for all the free readings that I did not get to. I had a ton of donations. I'm so grateful. And I am blown away by everyone's hunger and thirst. So please come back tonight. I'll be back in about 3 hours for my evening session, or tomorrow. Tomorrow on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain. Whatever I don't complete during that session, after I go spend an hour with my Praying Mantis members and then go and eat, which I'm about to do, I come back on and I finish out all so everyone can make sure they get a message from Spirit. So if you've been trying and you're like, oh my gosh, I've been trying, for sure, come in on, Sunday. We'll make sure we get a message for you. So thanks for all your patience, all your understanding, all the donations, all the love, all the support, all the likes too. So grateful. And, go eat. I will. And remember every second of every day of our lives that we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world. Until I see you soon, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. Bye.